Game over.
Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck is fucking? How did you so fucking fuck? Game over, man. Game over. Game over.
Game over.
Wait a minute. There's Leaky, there's Tree, there's Rocks, there's Bud, there's Falls. Come on! We'll bless them all until we get fresh tickets. Join me!
Johnny, what do you know about illegal narcotics?
Try to relax your anus.
Well, Sparkle Farts, all things being equal, you are technically correct.
Welcome, everybody. Let's pop the show into full speed. There we are. Everybody in on the studio. Good afternoon. Oh, boy. The throat is up and down. It was a really close call there. I had some, we'll call it forced coughing to eject some phlegm-like issues, and now I think we're going to be okay for the remainder of the show. At least we're going to hope so. We're going to hope so. Ah. Alrighty. And like I said, we're hopefully going to be able to do the show. I would love to, because we have a lot of content for 3.5 hours, because you guys fully funded us. We're up to March 8th now. So that's awesome. Maybe we can start up in the show budget. I don't know. That's a long ways off, but who knows? But right now, yes, on our very, very limited funding stream, we are technically funded through the 8th. So we're going to be doing automatic overtime for the foreseeable future while we have a good time. Now, certainly don't put yourself out or anything, but if you can afford to support the show when we are doing these kind of prepaid things, that's awesome. If not, you do. The important part is enjoy the show and be part of the show, because otherwise, why are we doing this? Happy Friday, everyone, says Mr. Q. Yes, it is Friday. I just got my friend to join me in World of Warcraft. I'm such a horrible person. So for me, like, this whole weekend, I'm like, oh, I can play WoW with you. And then I realized all the stuff I have to do because the holidays are coming and I have a kid. So I'm like, oh, wait, never mind. Not going to happen after all. Hi, Johnny. Imagine seeing you here. Yeah, Smallick Picker. It's weird. Every time Monday through Friday, I'm on my channel. It's strange. It's almost like it is my channel. I'm very happy we finally found a spot for old Deadpool back on the set. Glad to have Deadpool back. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but for me, it doesn't feel right. unless I see DP there kind of like looking over a news brief. It just kind of, I feel like that's awesome. So we have a lot of shit to get into. All of our first hour stories are loaded up. We're kind of putzing around a bit while people filter in, but we've got a lot of fun things to cover today. So let's just go ahead and give you a little teaser of what we have on the docket for the first hour. We have another story about people in Chipotle. I don't know if we covered this yesterday. Did we cover people throwing food in chairs in Chipotle? I don't remember if we did or not. So that's, we have that. You're not a horrible person, Johnny. I imagine my friendship Game Pass for the holiday for 6 months. I don't control my own money. Don't trust myself. Oh man, I'm getting him 6 months of game time to get the rewards for it for myself, but also for him because they're shared over everybody. And we'll see if he likes it. Like that's kind of the thing of it. But no, I'm a horrible person because I'm like, you need to come play this game with me. Like I'm suckering in. I'm being a dick. I don't really think I'm a horrible person. It would be hard to do this show every day if I thought I was a horrible person for being like, hey, I'm going to buy you some game time and stuff. What a cockknocker I am. Anyways. So, as I was saying, first hour story stuff all loaded up. We're kind of just letting people filter in here while that happens. Although maybe it's a Friday. Maybe there's going to be super low numbers. That could be a thing too. Alrighty, so we've got everybody up. Thank you for being here on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube. Rumble always very quick on the start. One thing I love about Rumble. Did you get Aaron the Santa Cripple statue? No, Saint Caesar, I didn't. Aaron, I have a reoccurring theme with gifts I've gotten Aaron for his birthday. The first gift was a video game that he had wanted for a very, very long time. The second gift was a board game that was Hulk Hogan WWE themed. Well, back when they called it WWF. So he was very happy with that. This time I have another wrestling themed gift for him. This one was remarkably cheaper. It just took a little bit of time to track down. Supposedly all good. We'll see how it does if it gets here on time. So we'll see. I don't know. But yes, no crippled statues for Aaron. Why would he want a crippled Santa Claus statue? That doesn't make sense. I mean, I'm the cripple. I feel like if anyone should get a crippled Santa Claus statue, I should get the crippled Santa Claus statue. Like someone should get that for me. Like, hey, now it's like a Santa that makes you feel like you're part of the holiday too. Get it? Because he's also in a chair. Hey, cool, fun, awesome. The cockknocker is Mark Hamill's in Jay and Silent Bob movie. What do you mean the cockknocker in Mark Hamill's Jay and Silent Bob movie? I would not give Aaron, what do you want? You want me to, I don't even know what that is. I'm going to let that one go there. Sometimes people have some weird suggestions, and I just have questions. We've got a fully loaded show to go till 5:30. So thank you all of you that are joining in here. I just don't think I can trust those numbers on this thing. For now, we're going to just do that because it drives me nuts. We're going to hide the numbers on there because they don't seem to be accurate. Alrighty, so we've got a show going till 5:30. We've got a whole bunch of stuff. We're kind of letting people filter in, but I'm not sure how that's going. Are we ready to roll? I feel like we're kind of there. So,
just the season.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. F you, Spike Facts. You don't pay me for ad space. You pay Fox because they're a Pfizer subsidiary. Is that just a solid statue with sewed-on cloth legs? What, the crippled Santa? No, the crippled Santa statue I thought was just Santa in a wheelchair. There was, I don't know. Again, sometimes these things go over my head. I'm not sure where we're at with that. I'm in love with the sound of my voice on this microphone and headset, like, combined. It's becoming a problem. Spike Vax, really? Yes, dude. They're doing ads for, and you know what? We'll get into the Chipotle story. I don't remember if we covered this yesterday or not. But here, you want to see the ad for Spike Vax?
Body, help stay protected. Deck the halls festive, always on time. Never miss a gift. Keep the family in mind.
Right.
Plan ahead for the
Don't
next
disobey.
It's the season to get vaccinated.
Spikevax is a vaccine to help protect you against COVID-19. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Rare cases of inflammation of the heart muscle and outer lining have been reported. The most common side effects are injection site pain, redness and swelling, tiredness, headache, muscle pain, chills, joint pain.
I feel like they left one out. I love how they say, it's been reported. So don't report it anymore. It's been reported that people who take this stuff don't do so well. Can I mock Moderna yet? Is that still a bannable offense for, talking to them about the bullshit of this commercial? I'm sorry. Pfizer and Moderna are assholes, and the last thing they need is more money.
And fever.
If you want to get the vaccine, I'm not going to tell you not to, but I'm simply saying I don't want to push it myself. All right, I know we did cover this. I remember this. We did cover this, Suspect 1 and 2. We covered you yesterday. I knew it. We did it. We did it yesterday. As soon as they pulled that up. One in the red dress looks like a closet dominatrix. I mean, she was pretty quick to the jump with the fire and everything else. Now, we didn't cover everything that I had at the end of the show yesterday, so I had a few things left over, and I apparently, like I said, put one in there that we did already cover, which is the people at Chipotle. And fuck those people, I guess, long story short. The one that I didn't get to, that I know I didn't get to because I would have remembered it, I haven't seen it yet. But Vivek Ramaswamy, Vivek, we'll call him that because I get that right. Vivek was on CNN Town Hall recently where he was continually interrupted by the host, Abby Phillip, while explaining the FBI entrapment likely present within the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol. So I've heard a lot of people call this clip cringe, and so I didn't know if it's cringe or not, but this site is hailing this as something that'll go down as a great clip in history and age like fine wine. So apparently it's very politically aimed. This is either cringy or amazing, depending where you land. Guessing on where my audience is landing on it, it's going to be the latter. But let's find out. Let's get over to it. Video, boop, boop, boopity, boop. Roll that beautiful footage.
About something that you said at the debate last week. You used the phrase inside job to describe what happened on January 6th. The next day, Capitol rioter Alan Hostetter highlighted your comments at his sentencing. He is going to prison for 11 years. Hostetter threatened members of Congress. He brought a hatchet, knives, pepper spray, stun batons, tactical gear to the U.S. Capitol. Are you concerned that a convicted felon like that is now promoting your comments in court?
So here's my concern, Abby. And I want to tell you guys where I'm at. If you had told me, it's close to 3 years ago that January 6, 2021 happened. If you had told me 3 years ago, back when I was a biotech CEO, not steeped in this world, I was just consuming passive media, but was focused on my world of developing medicines. If you had told me that January 6 was in any way an inside job, the subject of government entrapment, I would have told you that was crazy talk. Fringe conspiracy theory nonsense. I can tell you now, having gone somewhat deep in this, it's not. I mean, the reality is this. We do have a government, first of all, we have to acknowledge, that has lied to us systematically over the last several years about the origin of COVID-19, about the Hunter Biden laptop that we were told was false by 51 CIA experts and otherwise before we now know that it was true. You can go straight down the list, the Trump-Russia disinformation collusion hoax, all of it. Now we come to January 6th. The reality is we know that there were federal law enforcement agents in that field. We don't know how many. I think it's shameful. And if I may finish just answering,
well,
this is really important.
I don't really like you bringing up facts that we don't like talking about, because remember, there weren't any FBI agents. It was all the crazy MAGA Republicans. Remember, wink, wink. They have my family.
I'll go ahead and interrupt you here because
I know this establishment doesn't approve of this message. I know
that there were federal
agents. We should be able to talk about this.
You're saying that there were federal agents.
This is important.
Not just him, dumbass. The actual former member of the Washington Capitol Hill Police. He was saying that he found out there were federal. Again, I hate that we can't call a fact and you assholes can't just be forced to eat it. Like, when a fact is a fact, when a guy comes out and goes, this is a fact, this is what happened, and then we repeat it, go, well, this is a theory, and it gets... No, it's not a theory. The one of the people in charge at the place said, unnamed, unknown, undercover assets and operatives of the FBI were in the field that day.
Talk about.
You are saying there were federal agents in the crowd on January 6th.
Yep.
There is no evidence that there were federal agents in the crowd on January 6th.
So why, before Congress, when pressed on what the number was, they didn't say there were none? They just couldn't say how many there were.
So you're saying that that you have not seen any evidence that there were.
So we've seen multiple informants suggesting that there were. We know people were FBI informants who were asked to
Is there any evidence?
May I just finish this and you can come back and question me?
Let me clarify.
I know it's very uncomfortable for you.
I'm going to clarify my question.
I know this is an uncomfortable issue.
I'm going to clarify my question because I don't like that you're forcing me to be truthful.
People, but we have to do the truth here.
I'm going to clarify my question because I want to make sure that you understand.
We have to do the truth here. Do you hear them clapping, lady? That means they don't like you.
I understand this deeply. And I told you, I was with you 3 years ago. I'm not there now.
Where is the evidence?
Yes.
Where is the evidence that the government had a plot?
So let's do this.
An inside job.
But no, I'm going to tell you what an inside job is because I'm not
violence on January 6th.
I'm not going to let you put words in my mouth. I'm going to put my words in my mouth. And I'm going to tell you what I...
You're going to put your words in your mouth? Hold on. Did he just say...
I'm going to come.
Where is the evidence that the government was involved in planning or executing January 6th?
So
he really can't speak if you keep speaking over him. It's almost like you don't want him to talk. Maybe you shouldn't bring him to the town hall.
I'm going to give you hard facts. And if I may, Abby, I know this is going to be a little uncomfortable, but we're going to go through this and you can push back on it after that. And you can push back on that. And let's do the...
Oh, yeah. Let's wait for the evidence. Yeah, the same people that, kept a whole lot of evidence and footage away from the public for years while we were painting these people as horrible terrorists, they would like us to wait now for the evidence. Yes, like the evidence, like the footage you refused to show or release.
This fairly. Why did they suppress footage of now what's been released, 200 hours of footage of shooting rubber bullets into that crowd, shooting tear gas into that crowd? You didn't see that before. You saw what the response was to that. Now you see footage coming out of actually rolling out the red carpet for Capitol Police allowing people in.
Again.
Right?
That footage has come out, you lying...
Through the front door.
Vast majority of that
video evidence should have been released.
The vast majority of that footage showed what we wanted it to. Those parts didn't, so we kept them... Again. Can we start holding the news meeting? I want them to go to jail. I want them to be arrested for this. Why does she get to be on TV and lie to my face like I don't know any better?
Before, Abby,
Mr. Ramaswamy, the vast majority of the footage shows police officers being overrun.
And I want to talk about
police officers that admitted being set up, being overrun.
One more
by
case.
violent
this is really important.
riders. That's
I'm going to give you some hard facts.
Of it shows.
So here's what entrapment
you
is.
Cherry pick.
I'm not cherry picking. If I may finish, Abby. If I may finish, Abby.
Oh my God! CNN did not just say you cannot cherry pick. You guys and your footage, and he can't cherry pick. Have you talked about the shit show Twitch made yesterday? Says Fanta Gamer. The shit show Twitch made. What shit show did Twitch make, Fanta? Are we talking about Twitch and their new stance on artistic nudity? I don't know if I've talked about it or not. I made a bunch of money on Twitch from like double up support that Twitch was doing, which was super awesome. So yeah, no, honestly, on the tasteful nudity thing, I'm not surprised. You got to do something to stay fresh, I guess. And when you invent the hot tub metric, where do you go from there? You don't bring on shows like mine or anything like that. And if you start canceling people like me who have opinions, then what do you do? Again, artful nudity. Fucking Jesus. Cut to 3 months from now. It's just going to be some fat dude sitting on a chair spraying Cheese Whiz onto his nipple, then licking it off. Also known as Aaron Imholt on Twitch. The cheese nipple. Aaron could go topless if he, I don't know. Well, they did some kind of backtrack within a day. I'll look into that then. I haven't checked up on it. I imagine I'm going to be talking about it on the Steel Toe Show on Monday, or maybe even here on Monday. I assumed some backlash, or at least bra strap slap would happen because of that, but we'll see. What size bra does Aaron wear? I don't know, Master Meatball. I don't handle his clothing. If he wasn't banned. Oh, if he wasn't banned, but there's ways I'm sure he'll find a way around it when he can get bits and subs for little cheesy pepperoni nipples. Why not? All right. Anyways, back to this. This is almost over, I think. This is so annoying that she keeps cutting him off and saying this crap. Again, I'd really love to hear the audience start chanting "lock her up." It'd be really, really funny if they just started chanting. Like, why can't we just start publicly announcing that the people we were trusted with to tell us the truth and information, if you've been lying to us, we want you held legally accountable. I feel like that's breaking your job.
I'm not cherry picking.
Examples.
To the contrary. To the contrary.
You know who cherry picked examples?
You know who cherry picked? The government.
That is what happened.
The government
on
cherry
January
picked
6th.
12 hours of footage when there was 200 hours of footage. So cherry picking was the government, not me. Released the whole thing. And let me just finish one thing too, because this is super important as a topic.
So
I think this is a civil libertarian issue of our time. Gretchen Whitmer's kidnapping. I want to be really clear on this, because it's the same issue in the same FBI, same even part of the FBI. 3 people who were in an alleged plot to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer were acquitted at the end of trial because it was entrapment. That is, government agents put them up to do something they otherwise wouldn't have done. They gave them credit cards with spending limits of up to $5,000, encouraged them to buy munitions, plan something they weren't otherwise willing to plan. So much so, and I want people at home to know this, especially CNN viewers to know this, is that one of the jurors went to those defendants and apologized afterwards, gave him a hug, apologized, seeing what the government had put a poor guy up to who had to go to some Mexican restaurant across the street to get hot water. These people were exploited with credit cards up to $5,000, FBI agents putting them up to a kidnapping plot that we were told was true but was entrapment. Same thing with the Capitol Police, people letting them in freely. Many of those people then being charged.
Ramaswamy, look,
the government cannot put you up to do something and then charge you for it. That's wrong.
I don't want
Ma'am, I don't know if you know how to read a room. And I'm not saying what you're thinking I'm saying. But you might be socially illiterate. They agree with him. Your audience is, again, I don't know if you know this or not, you guys. You kind of aren't keeping the message anymore. Shut up, CNN. Kick back in the kitchen.
I don't want to have to interrupt you. I really don't. But I
No,
don't.
yeah, you do. You love interrupting him. You love interrupting him as much as I love interrupting you. That's one of my favorite things about this show is I get to pause the TV and yell at it. Granted, nothing happens, but at least now it's kind of more engaging.
I want you to mislead the audience here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the greatest moment in irony. A lady from CNN saying she doesn't want people to mislead an audience. You are not the person to make that message. Oh, boy. I don't want you to mislead the people here. All right, I've got to hear what the walk back from that is.
But I don't want you to mislead the audience here or
I'm
at
not.
home.
I think they've been misled by the mainstream media.
The audience literally started pushing back on her when she pushed back on him. That's awesome. I hope she got booed off the stage. Honestly, I want people to start, I want like professional news anchors for like CNN and stuff. I want them to start being treated like pariahs, like I can't go anywhere. When someone realizes I work for CNN, they boo me and they yell at me. Like, yes, because you had a job and you lied to us and we hate you for it. And so we want, punishment. Political in real life, says Small Egg Picker. I'm starting to like this guy. I like him, but I worry that I worry that it's I worry. That's all I'm going to say. But I do like what he's saying. I do like what he's doing. But am I being bamboozled? So at any rate, CNN really, really wants to paint the narrative the way they do. I don't know why they brought him on. I don't know if you know this or not. He's had him and that guy from Canada. There've been a couple of more right-wing people lately that have really gone like gung-ho, swinging for the fences, kind of knocked it out there when they get, pushed back from the news agencies. And I don't know why they keep doing it. But again, I saw that on our Cringe as a cringe clip. that's cringe. I guess if you believe everything they tell you, like, that might look cringe. Like, look, he's so his crazy conspiracy theories. And that's the part that pisses me off. The footage isn't a conspiracy theory. It's a fact. The same people that are, you know what? I don't know. Do we want to get caught up on it? I don't think we do. Let's not and say we did. But yeah, there we go. That is the video clip that has gone out there that has that people say is either cringy or super cool. Personally, I say the second, because yeah, he never once said that there weren't people there that weren't doing any of the stuff she says. You're like, oh yeah, maybe that guy was there. Like, but he's also like, yeah, but you didn't really talk about this. You didn't talk about that. And that's another thing. We can't talk about how the Capitol Police say they were set up, how the then chief of Capitol Police was found out there were unknown agents and operatives from the FBI in the field. He reported that on Tucker Carlson. You guys didn't really seem to pick that up. It's weird. It's weird. It's almost like you lie to people. All right. Anyways, we have another video to get into, which is a weirdly January 6th thing. We're strangely on January 6th in December. It's like it's the new Christmas. We talk about it all year. As soon as it's done, we wait for the next one, and we start again. So this one is about the actor from the Babylon Bee who was apparently arrested for being involved in January 6th. The actor, whose name I'll massacre if I say it, and I don't want to visit from the name police. So I'm just going to say the actor from the Babylon Bee who was arrested did an interview with the Babylon Bee. CNN to lying to people? No way. Well, yes, St. Caesar, it sounds goofy for us who believe that here in our little sphere to hear that and say that. But what the funny part is like now it's getting to the point where the lies are so blatant and it's so obvious. Like there's been political leaning or whatever, and people who choose to be blind will choose to be blind, whatever. But again, like he's saying, the 200 hours of footage, we were showed very specific clips from very specific moments, but of the over 200 hours of footage, we were given this very small window into things. And a lot of other things. The fact that the Capitol Police were vastly understaffed that day, very, very strange. Ray Epps. I'm sorry, but if you're saying January 6th was a real thing, then Ray Epps, the admitted mastermind of it, is walking around free and clear, and the government lets him. So no. Strange how that is. But they're trying so hard to get Trump for it. Because he was in office at the time. But, you know, the guy that admittedly told people he orchestrated it. Just nothing. Anyways, we're going to keep going with this interview. Thank you for being part of the show. We've got 5.5 hour. Fuck me, no. We've got 3.5 hours of content, 3 left to go, all the way till 5:30. I can get this right if I try. Let's check the sticker party situation quick. To check it. Trump told people to go peacefully. The feds psyoped it. At this point, I don't care what Trump did or didn't say. People are responsible for their actions. And the people on January 6th, if they're going to be held responsible for their actions, I feel like the main guy, Ray Epps, should be held responsible. But again, Ray Epps is apparently not going to jail, not suffering any consequences for orchestrating the whole thing. So who cares? That's why it's a government thing to me. The government's protecting this one guy that started it. What more proof do you need? Alrighty, so we covered this story earlier in the month, and now we're going to hear what really happened to the actor, I guess. And let's see the interview here.
And at one point we're waiting, and I just kind of laughed. I go, the crazy thing is, this is some cowardly stuff.
Shit. This is an hour long. I thought we had it knocked down. I'm going to have to do this for like breaking it down later, because I'll have to digest this with timestamps, because we're going to be here for an hour. Oh my God.
Stuff here. Yeah. I'm like, instead of winning because their ideas are right, they're going to lock you up because they don't like what you believe in.
And now it's time for another interview on the Babylon.
I don't want to do it. It's an hour long. I'm not doing that. I got to break it down. I did not realize that link was that long. We're going to have to, no, that one's going to maybe be for Sunday then. Because, good God, I can't do an hour-long thing over this. No. We got to find the parts we need to talk about. Actually, it is Christmas, January 6th, known as the 12th night, as in 12 days of Christmas, is the Greek Eastern Orthodox Christmas. All right, so I guess technically January 6th is Christmas. Chevy JB over on the Rumble chat saying afternoon. Good to hear from Rumble. Happy to have all you guys here. Really glad to have you. We're going all the way till 5:30 because we've had so much awesome out of the park funding. We're our tiny goal has been kicked down the road all the way to March 8th, I think. Yeah, March 8th. So we're out there a ways. We got time. But at any rate, as I was saying, we were going to cover this story, but I didn't think that they were just going to post the whole podcast. I was going to hopefully, I'm going to have to go through that and pick out the parts worth going over, because otherwise that's an hour. That's way too much time. I can't do that. But we can talk about this one because I know I didn't the other day. So there's a movie, and we are going to watch the trailer. There's a movie coming out, did come out. I don't know. The movie's called A24 is what it is. Okay. The movie's called Civil War. It's not foreshadowing at all. The movie's called Civil War. It is where Texas and California have teamed up. Nick Offerman is president, and the journalists are the good guys. So apparently, California wants to be the good guy, but they realize they don't have any muscle, they don't have any grr. So when it's it's a civil war, so we've got to team up with Texas. Texas is like our militant arm of they're our enforcer, yeah. And the journalists are the good guys doing everything they can to save the day. Really? The ones who, you mean the ones who still push January 6th was an assault on democracy by a bunch of crazy government-toting Republicans? The ones who keep acting like anything was ever out of control of anyone's hands for a split second? Those ones? Oh. Ooh. Alrighty, so let's get into the clip. We've got, what is it? This is the video. The trailer of this is going to be very, very interesting. The film takes place in a near future in which the United States is once again in a civil war. This time, Western forces, rather than the Confederate South, have seceded from the Union. 19 states have broken off from the USA. In a tense standoff scene, the characters played by Kirsten Dunst and a couple of others are ambushed by a group led by another character. All right, we're just gonna watch this. I can't believe this is a thing. I'm sad that Kirsten Dunst is in it. I liked Kirsten Dunst. I was always kind of like, oh, she's hot to me, and now I gotta be like, ew. I don't know if I can. Let's find out.
19 states have seceded.
The United States Army ramps up activity.
The White House issued warnings to the Western forces as well as the Florida Alliance.
The three-term president assures the uprising will be dealt with swiftly.
The three-term president. Who could they be hinting at? Dun, dun, dun. The three-term president? You mean Barack Obama? I mean Joe Biden? Oh, God. It's so bad already. If Offerman is doing a Donald Trump impersonation as president, I'm going to laugh me balls off. Go.
Let me know if you want to try anything on.
Are you guys aware there's a pretty huge civil war going on all across America?
We just try to stay out. With what we see on the news, seems like it's for the best.
citizens of America, the so-called Western forces of Texas and California have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military.
Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens? We're moving to D.C. today.
You need to go down there.
They shoot journalists on sight in the Capitol. Every instinct in me.
Right. You know, those journalists that go above and beyond to not talk about Joe Biden's corruption. Those journalists. Right. I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but those journalists don't exist in the U.S. It's a giant fantasy. Because, again, the news media is at this point a puppet of the corporations and kind of the government. I don't see them standing up. I'm sorry, you guys, we just saw a clip where a presidential candidate gave you facts you didn't agree with. The last thing you did is, you are the softest people on the planet. Did Alex Jones produce this? You know what? I'll say this. If you did this around Alex Jones as a character, it'd be more believable. It'd be more believable. God damn it, they're coming against us and they're gonna do something. We've got to stop this. We can't let this happen. We're gonna rise up. We're gonna report it from the ground. We are not gonna let them lie about what they are doing to Americans. I'm a goddamn American. I'm gonna fight for this country. And if that means I'm doing it behind the lens, then saddle up, because it's 1776 in the Jones house, and all I'm armed with is a camera, and I'm gonna record every goddamn minute of it. You lying liberal sacks of shit ain't gonna get away with a goddamn thing. I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm a Christian. I'm a man of peace. I'm a man of peace. But I will not allow lies to be told in this house. And that's what you'd get, right? That would be more believable. But when I see the blonde-haired reporter lady with a camera, we have to report this. Again, I don't know if you know it or not, you guys really don't like reporting a lot of stuff, but the last thing you'd be willing to do is go against the government. The only reason you went against Donald Trump is because he went against the government. And again, he didn't hold on to power for 1 second. He didn't know rules were changed. Nobody's laws were affected. And the part that everyone's like, it was such a threat to democracy. Right, because, the U.S. military would have totally stood up and supported Donald Trump, with him continuing to tell them not to engage in wars, pulling out of Afghanistan. All of that. Yeah, they really wanted to keep him in office. They would have mounted up and just kept it under no rule. Ugh. All right, I'm getting distracted. I'm losing the forest through the trees. You can't be serious. They shoot journalists on sight at the Capitol. Really? When did this start? If this movie doesn't call CNN and MSNBC and Fox News corporate media puppets and she's fighting outside, again, you actually have to be Alex Jones or a YouTube streamer or someone who does news independently that's no, we've got to report this because they're hiding the truth. When people report stuff when they're hiding the truth, they don't get hailed in this country. They get arrested or exiled.
He says this is death. Bloody.
Every time I survived a war zone, I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this. But here we are.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. What? Well, you're American, okay? Okay. What kind of American are you? You don't know?
The Western forces will reach the White House on July 4th.
Oh, my God.
Get in the car! Get in the car! Move, move, move!
You're gonna hang back.
I'm not.
How scared are they of Donald Trump that they're making a bullshit horror movie?
Hanging back.
One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Go, 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 go!
God bless America.
It's the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen. So apparently California knows better than the rest of America, and they have Texas backing them, because you know what Texas loves? California. Oh my God, how they portray January 6th in the news, the movie. No, that this is literally, this is like, seriously, Trump derangement syndrome in movie form. What they're saying is, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard I'm having a hard time not reading this as, oh, they elected him and he's a third-term president. Yeah, you know what they said about Donald Trump? They said he'd never give up power. They said he'd never give up power. And then January 6th happened. We were told that that's a big threat. Oh, he refused to give up power. What power did he hold on to? And how longer than he should have? None? Oh, but it's the fact that happened. Oh, we can't allow that to happen. Right. But it's weird that happened. Nothing actually changed, but we got to say that this guy did it. I don't agree that he did. All right? I don't agree that was a thing. I don't agree that Donald Trump made that happen. Again, Ray Epps was the leader of it, and he's free and clear by the government. So as far as I know, it was a government job because that guy got a promotion. Good for him. He did a good job for the FBI. At any rate, Donald Trump was John Cena, never give up, never back down. Well, here's what I'll say. Donald Trump, whether he lost or won the election, Donald Trump did concede, did give up his power like he was supposed to. He didn't admit that he lost the election. Enough of that was hinky. I don't know. I don't really care. But the part of the January 6th was not a threat. Nothing actually changed. No power in anyone's hands was maintained longer than it was supposed to. So they keep telling me this boogeyman is going to do this thing, and he never actually does it. So now we've got to move it, and then he's a third-term president, and then so California and Texas seceded. Look, I'm not saying California and Texas couldn't be involved in a movie called Civil War. I'm just saying in any world where the rest of the United States bands together against California and Texas, no. Wholeheartedly no. It is so bad. Spring 2024. Really? Interesting time. One of the big spring movies to come out is this threat of a tyrannical government. And they're right. We really need to prevent Joe Biden from getting a third term. See, it doesn't make sense because you have the villain kind of looking like a Joe Biden president, but I can tell he's supposed to kind of be a Trump one, which is, again, weird because, no. Oh, God. Oh, my Lord. Oh. We need to stop Obama getting a fourth term. Right? We need to stop Obama getting a fourth term. So there's the... we better check on that party thing. All right, we're like halfway there. We're a ways off. So that's the Civil War trailer. That dropped yesterday. Alrighty. So, yeah, and the posts on it are getting awesome. Lib porn, one person's calling it. This heart-pounding trailer features Offerman 53 as the President of the United States addressing the citizens of America about the war. The so-called Western forces of Texas and California have suffered a very grave defeat at the hands of the United States military. Oh, God. All righty. Twitch is actually on the bits leaderboard. That's funny to me. Well, Twitch did give in a bunch of bits. Can Marvel sue over the title because they did Captain America Civil War first? Stop this shit coming out. Yeah, no, I don't think you can, because that was Captain America Civil War. This one's just called Civil War. It's just gonna suck. But let's get over to the fun part of it, which is the internet and its response. So if you remember the end of the scene where the guy said, "What kind of American?" Well, now we've got a whole bunch of people having fun with it on Twitter for the what kind of American are you? So now we've got the meme plates going crazy with things like, "You love pizza? Does pineapple belong on pizza?" I'm not hating any of these. Let's see where we go. You can't, me. Okay. What if I write from Santa on the tag? My budget. You can't afford to gift yourself that rifle for Christmas. What if I write from Santa on the tag? Oh my God. I don't even know what that is. All right. Anyways, so where is it? Back over here. Oh, it's gonna be so bad. It's almost entertaining. Pineapple is a solid pizza topping. Pineapple is not a pizza topping. All right, let's catch up with the chat. Thank you for the 100 bits. We need to stop Obama getting the fourth term. You remember how I said Dems were going to bring out Mike Obama for president at last minute? Well, I heard it on the news this week, says Mr. Meatball. I have not heard about Mike Obama. Did they mention Michelle? I get that we're all variously aware of the meme, but let's be honest, at least as far as I know, Michelle. All right, so it looks like a solid movie besides the brainwashing. I mean, it doesn't though. Looks like a stupid movie. Anyways, let's keep going with You're an American? Are we a democracy or a republic? All right, so these are very, very, some of them are very right-wingish. Wow. At any rate, we've got that done, and there we go. We have a video from, what is this? This is from Colorado for our next thing. If you have a link to the story about them saying Michelle's going to run for president, I would totally like to have that. But I don't have any stories about it. Let's check before we go, because we've only got a couple of minutes before we end this hour. We've got to keep moving. Let's see if we have anything on the Twitter thing or Twitch thing. Uh-oh. So, as you know, the policy on artistic nudity was brought up. The company admits it didn't realize just how confusing realistic AI-created images really can be. 2 days after live streaming giant Twitch announced a more permissive approach towards certain sexual content, including artistic nudity, the company has slammed on the brakes in a blog post shared today. Twitch CEO Dan Clancy announced an update to Wednesday's update, particularly as it pertains to fictionalized nudity, noting it's making this update. We were trying to be responsive to these requests and allow the thriving artist community on Twitch to utilize the human form in their art. Twitch was also trying to make its confusing sexual content policy easier to understand and enforce. Things didn't quite work out that way. As effective today, we are rolling back the artistic nudity changes, Clancy announced. Moving forward, depictions of real or fictional nudity will not be allowed on Twitch, regardless of the medium. The rest of the new sexual content policy updates will remain in place. What were the rest of the sexual policy content updates? Do we all get hand jobs now? I don't know. So no sexual hentai, says Master Meatball. Apparently not. No, apparently not. Apparently, and I'd like to say, if they didn't put the brakes on this right away, I guarantee you, VTubers would be naked in an instant. All the people that use their little digital models, and they can be whatever they are, and they just dance around and, oh, I love talking to a little blue-haired girl with the cute voice. You know, she could be 400 pounds, but it's the beauty of the internet. That's why the boobs are tucked away today. Mine or Aaron's? Mine are always tucked away. They're shy. They're not ready for prime time. They're not prime time boobs. All right? Sorry. I don't got prime time boobs. It's a regret. I'll be honest. 500 bits away from the sticker party. We'll tuck that away. That's Aaron's return to Twitch, a VTuber. I don't think so. I don't think Aaron returns to Twitch as a VTuber. Not yet. He's not there yet. We can get him there, though. Fallen the Great saying sup. Hey, what's up, Fallen the Great? Good to see people in on the show. We have a show going for another 2.5 hours. Let's keep going with this. We have this video from Colorado, our last of our first hour stories. An airplane narrowly avoided a collision on the runway. A quick-thinking airplane narrowly avoided a head-on crash at an airport in Colorado last year after unclear commute. Last year? Why did this story come out today? So the footage is a year old. We're finding out about it now? But today, okay. Roll that beautiful plane footage.
'Tis this
Oh, we got an ad. We got an ad for this old lady who, again, apparently, Moderna, because they wouldn't lie to you. They haven't lied before. They wouldn't do it again. God damn it. It's the fact that they keep shoving it down your throat. You should not get spike vax if you're 8 years of age or younger. Well, how about we just leave the first part on there? Ugh. Okay. Do we have... Oh, here we go. There's just no audio. So there's a plane coming in for a landing. Touching down. I don't know what... Where's the near collision? Or are you taking off? This is boring. Why is it going so slow? Is there a way to speed this up? I'm waiting to see the near collision part. And all I've got right now is a bunch of people working. These guys don't even look like they hear anything going on. You guys really oversold this video. And now I look like a dick. Congratulations. The plane's taking off. Woo. All right, so there it is. We're still going. We're still going. We're still going. We're still going. What does that even show? Oh my God. I am fucking losing it today, man. Like, just, I get a clip and I play it and boom, there we go. That'll be great. This will be a great story to talk about. A near air collision that has to be fake. The only thing moving is the plane. No, the people in it were moving. The little people on the ground were moving. It didn't show anything, even if it is fake. So you faked footage of nothing happening. Again, we had a report of a near collision, and that was supposed to be... It scraped its tail, averting the collision. Great, it scraped its tail. We don't see the other plane, though, in the footage. So, kind of hard to talk. And it is from a year ago, so it's weird that I got this in my... Like, I didn't check the date of when the story was. I checked the date of the story. The story was from today. So I'm like, news from today. Just kick me right in the dick, guys. Thanks a lot. Not you guys, fucking them. All right, let's go ahead and get our second hour stories loaded up, because I was expecting to talk about that more, but we're not going to, because why? All right, so grab this, and we had the dud. You know, despite all of that, we're still on time pretty good, so maybe it's all for the best. We've got a show going for another 2.5 hours. We've got a whole bunch of things to get into. It shows the plane has trouble taking off with Aaron's fat ass in the back. No. Fall in the Great saying, Johnny, do you have any Deadpool shot glasses? No, I don't have any Deadpool shot glasses. I have this little Deadpool, the one I wear. I have my Deadpool. My Deadpool light. It screws with the green screen, but whatever. But yeah, I don't. I got a little bobblehead guy in the corner, but no shot glasses. All right, where are we at for stories? Here we go. Second hour stories. I'm going to drop the audio quick. Don't do anything for stories. For our second hour stories, we're going to be talking about a diversity executive who is apparently in a little bit of trouble because there was something that was more important to her than diversity, and that was her bank account. All right, we've also got a story about a Satanic statue in Iowa. We got a story about dolphins with thumbs. We got a robot dog winning world records. And we've got 10 IEDs found at the Mexico border. This is the fun hour of the show. Fall in the Great saying, I love diverse titties. Who doesn't? Who doesn't love some good old diverse titties? I haven't seen any for quite a while. So, big titties and small titties. Right. All kinds. As I was saying, Equity diversity executive pleads guilty to stealing $4 million from Facebook to fund her lavish lifestyle. Every time. It's starting to feel like every time we have people who are like, you know what I care about? Diversity and equity. I want to make sure everybody's included, and I want to be here to ensure that we all get to have a piece and have a say. And then they always take everything for themselves. The Black Lives Matter people. Now this lady, I'll read her name. You can make whatever thoughts you want to about her. We'll show some pictures at the end. But let's get into the meat of it. Barbara Furlow Smiles. Furlow Smiles? So she put smiles on furlough. I feel like it was in her name, man. She was destined to do this. Alrighty. Barbara Furlow Smiles, a former global diversity executive at Facebook, has pleaded guilty to stealing more than $4 million from the company utilizing...
Hey guys, 100 diverse boobs.
Thank you very much, Labglass. Again, all the support we get keeps the show goal moving down the road, and we appreciate that. It's super duper awesome. Thank you so much. So let's get going back in the story. Barbara Furlow Smiles, former global diversity executive, stole $4 million using fraudulent vendors, fictitious charges, and cash kickbacks. First, Furlow Smiles linked PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App accounts to her Facebook credit cards and used those accounts to pay friends, relatives, and other associates for goods and services purportedly provided to Facebook, but these individuals did not provide goods or services to the company. Most of them did not know that the payments came from Facebook. Barbara would then conceal the bogus charges by submitting fake expense reports saying her friends and family were providing goods, and services to Facebook. After these associates received payments from Facebook, they returned most of the money to Furlough Smiles. Furlough Smiles, it's a weird hyphenated name. They paid these in kickbacks, in cash, and through transfers to accounts held in her husband's and other names. Associates paid cash kickbacks in person and by Federal
Cheer
Express.
100, cheer 100, cheer 100. Hey, Johnny Spike Vax.
No, I don't want Spike Vax, but thank you for the 300 bits. And then Twitch meets it with 45. That's a beautiful thing. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that, everyone. So yes, they are giving these kickbacks in cash through transfers. Associates paid kickbacks in person and by Federal Express or mail, sometimes wrapping cash in other items, such as T-shirts, to further conceal her actions. Furlough Smiles also directed associates to pay one another or others who she owed money. Alrighty, so again, she pled guilty. Ooh, we've got a thing about this. After she had stolen the money and left her job, she started a business.
100. Hey guys, 100. I'd love a kickback.
Thank you very much, Labglass, with the 200 bits. You guys want to see her and her husband after they left, pleading guilty to $4 million in stealing money. After she stole the money and left her job, she started a business selling bedazzled COVID face shields. Let's see this. Wow. I'm wondering how well this business is going to work out. I'm guessing not well, but let's find out.
Really Smiles, because that's kind of perfect.
Yes, it is. It is Ernest Smiles. It is Barbara Furlough Smiles. This is our real name.
And I'm the marketing genius, so he brings it home. And literally, he brought on a basic one. And you know how women do. I'm like, we got to take it to the next level. Really, the reality is I wear makeup. I like to be fashionable. So I didn't like what was out there. And so I'd been complaining for a while. And so I saw the vision. And so we looked at our last name. We got the name together. And then, you know, with me getting my MBA from UCLA, we went right to the registrar's office to trademark. And then what we found out is that over 10,000 people were already on game two. So there were already applicants for masks and shields. And so we knew that we had something. And with e-commerce and social media, we went straight to IG and literally have been booming ever since.
Y'all know I'm extra. Get into my mask.
What the fuck?
Look at the chain. It's the mask.
All right, I fucking Jesus Christ. Nobody looks good wearing that. I don't. Is it a face shield for paintball? I mean, I don't get it. So the COVID can't go around the sides or over the top. It has to run into it. Is it because it's so bright and shiny it can't look away? Jesus, Ned, the COVID's coming right for us. Alrighty. Is there a cat hair on here? What's tickling my nose? Alrighty. Get a double bubble. Get a douche bubble to wear over your head like an adult. These will be the first to die when the shits hit the fan. I have no idea what you're talking about, Vodka Cran. That's not. I don't know. You know what? Just because I don't like weird messages on the screen that could get me in trouble, we'll do that. I don't know that it could, but I overreact. Quit questioning things with logic, Johnny. Just trust the science. I'm guessing the science of those masks didn't work out. Because $4 million. They took $4 million and they didn't get away. I love how they thought they could get away with it. Like, oh, we'll just. It just goes to show you can never take people who you can't just put people in positions of power where they have access to cash. If they don't have any understanding of how the world works, they will assume they can just take it and get away with it. Like, oh, nobody will know I did things and stuff. I hope they lose everything and end up going to jail, and then they'll be like, hey, ain't you the bitch that made the masks? I've got one of those for my lunch lady gig at the commissary. Alrighty, so we have shit hit the fan in 2020. Now it's droplets on the way down. Shark shield? I don't know if I'd call it that. What people, Johnny? Fallen the Great, you're on one today, man. It's interesting. And speaking of being on one, we're on a show for, again, 2.5 hours. So thank you for hanging out with us on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube. Love seeing everybody on all the platforms. Super. Wow. You know what? We're kind of becoming more of a Rumble thing than anything else. Right now, I would have to say we are. There is a lot of people over on Rumble. Wow. Thank you, guys. I'm on 2 hours of sleep, new baby hours. Right? I get it, and I'm just saying the delirium is affecting you. This is what I was saying about Aaron the other day. Like, when you've got a serious sleep delirium on, your brain shuts down sporadically while you're awake, but you're just, it's like having brain damage. It's, your stuff's cross-firing, you're edgy, you're on tilt. It's a problem. You just need some rest. You'll be okay. But congratulations on the new kid, Fallen the Great. Soon enough, you'll hopefully get back to a somewhat reasonable sleep schedule. I'll let you know when I find one. Sorry, I checked out. Did my racism slip? I don't know about slip, but that's why we have that button. So it's not a problem. All right, so back to the stories that we're covering. Equity executive, yep. Again, hilarious that you thought you would get away with that. Oh, it's just so perfect. The equity executive. I don't really feel bad for them. Like, Facebook hired an equity executive. I feel like someone that. What are your qualifications for an equity executive? Like, I don't know. I went to school and studied equity. April was funny today. She on form. Aaron will be back on Monday, I think. I didn't catch all the show. I listened intermittently. I had things going on this morning. Had stuff to do. Had to pay a car payment and do a little bit of cleaning. So I just do something fun with your butthole. No, I'm not going to do something fun with my butthole. I'm streaming right now. That's a private time thing. All right. Actually, no, not really. I'm not a butthole guy. Almost. Okay. We've got a video. I'm not normally a sports guy. We don't normally do sports here. But every once in a while, there are videos that make it onto the internet that even if they involve sports, at some point you've got to watch them. This one's apparently a very sad attempt at a layup.
I'll check my dog out. Check my dog out.
Oh.
My boy hooping. Oh. That boy hooping, man. That boy is hooping. Y'all check my dog out.
He doesn't look like a dog.
My dog out.
Oh. Once.
My boy hooping.
Twice.
That boy hooping, man.
Did he score that one?
That boy is hooping.
That boy is hooping. Cool. He's playing basketball. Air Force, I think. Yeah, that looks like an Air Force guy. That looks like the kind of accuracy you can expect from an Air Force guy. I'm such a dick. My brother is an Air Force guy. He should call in at some point, but he won't. At any rate. Let's get again, that's the post that's getting around. Captain Airball. There was traveling. Like I mean not even all right, I'm going back to this. I'm gonna mute the audio on it because I don't need to hear this dude check my dog out. Fuck, whatever. All right. Anyways. So, traveling, yep. Completely threw it out of the audience. Missed one. Missed two. Did that go through or not? I can't tell. I feel like everybody watching this is just... How are you this uncoordinated? Do you know how bad this looks for you? You, at no point, that's the best you can do with coordination of dribbling and running. I'm guessing you're gonna be you're a chair jockey. I'm guessing there's a lot of video game pilot flying, drone pilot. Again, that looked like it went in. How does that one miss? That one looked like it went in. It really did. Yeah, that one looked like it went in. I don't get it. How did that one miss? How did he miss that? How did he miss that? Small egg picker. I feel bad for Victory Capital. Yeah, not the best advertisement for them. Victory Capital could have done better. Oh. Hey, who says the standards for acceptance are down in the military? Who says that? I don't know. Still like to know what Space Force is up to, says Chevy JB. Is the Space Force actually a thing here? I don't like diverging my show from one thing to just go on to another, but we did kind of bring that in for a landing. So let's check on the Space Force and see if the Space Force is still a thing. My throat is getting choppy. We will be on this Sunday unless I absolutely have no voice. Space Force. So the Space Force is a military branch. Let's go with news. Space news is Space Force eyes a new breed of satellites to adjust their orbit and respond to threats. Space Force budget must keep growing to support mission. Yeah, so we got pretty much the usual suspects. We need more money. We need SpaceX to help Space Force. All our base are belong to us now. He's throwing bricks. He's back. Who's throwing bricks? Who's throwing bricks? Did I lose my KBS for a bit? I hope not. There's no notifications, so I don't know what you mean by he's throwing bricks. He's back. I was worried for a minute there. Where are we on the Twitch one? Yeah, the bit rate on Twitch seems solid this whole time, so I think we're good. I think we're good. Whew. I'm not good though, honestly. Like I'm feeling a little fucky today. It just and the throat's been shitty. I hope I'm not still coming down with something. It should be done by now. All right, but we are going till 5:30, which means we have 2 hours and 15 minutes left. A lot of other stories to get into in our second hour, and then we have our third hour stuff as well.
It doesn't work for me.
What doesn't?
I gotta have more cowbell.
Thank you for following the channel. I really appreciate that. And we bust out the cowbell for subscriptions, so you're almost there. Sorry, I checked out. Nope, we got your clip phone. We got it. Good. All right, so I'm back on track with everything. I think we've caught up with everything else. I have a couple of weird stories to get into before we move on to our third hour content. Again, we have third hour and the overtime stuff. Plenty of content for the rest of the day, even if we chew through all of it. And we'll be going until, again, 5:30. This next one, there's so many parts about this that I can't believe I'm about to say. In and of itself, each element of this story is believable to an extent. But all together? So, Christian veteran beheads and topples a satanic statue in the Iowa Capitol. That's the start of the story. Now, I have a lot of questions. Number one, why is there a satanic statue in the Capitol? I mean, I know we're pushing for religious equality, but some of you guys are really hoping that door is a lot wider open than I think I don't know if you know this or not, but Satanism largely not regarded as a good thing overall. I'm just saying there's an image issue you guys might want to contend with before you start begging for representation at Capitol buildings. Okay, so we'll go to this story from The Blaze. Oh, I thought it was a Blaze story. Well, then screw it. We'll go back to this one. Okay, so Michael Cassidy, he's a devout Christian and former military officer. He tore down and beheaded the Satan idol that was erected at the Capitol. You're telling me nobody has footage of this? I want to show this. All right, Cassidy said in the comments exclusively provided to the Sentinel that he destroyed the shrine on Thursday in order to awaken Christians to the anti-Christian acts promoted by our government. The world may tell Christians to submissively accept the legitimization of Satan, but none of the founders would have considered government sanction of satanic altars inside Capitol buildings as protected by the First Amendment, Cassidy told the Sentinel. Anti-Christian values have steadily been mainstreamed more and more in recent decades, and Christians have largely acted like the proverbial frog in the boiling pot of water. Cassidy turned himself into police officers present in the Iowa Capitol, who confirmed that the Satanic Temple of Iowa desires to press charges. The Sentinel obtained a complaint and affidavit, which said Cassidy was charged with fourth-degree criminal mischief. I saw this blasphemous statue and was outraged, Cassidy continued. My conscience is held captive to the word of God, not to bureaucratic decree, and so I acted. Again, not condoning or condemning, but this is an example of where your religion makes it okay, as long as the thing you're attacking isn't your religion. Weird. All right, anyways. In the 8th year of his reign, while he was still a youth, Josiah began to seek the God of his ancestor David, and in the 12th year he began to cleanse. I don't want to read scripture. I want facts about the story. All right. So, yeah, it's just... Oh. So it's the author that did it. I keep forgetting how hard some of you thump. But yes, even as someone who's not religious, I have to say, the idea that you would put a satanic statue up in a Capitol building, what are you, fucking nuts? We need Satanism to be accepted. I mean, I get it, you want it to be, but that's not really a good thing. All right. Anyways. To be fair, Satan is the enemy of the Bible. Right, like I'm saying, it's really, 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 really weird how nobody thought that, because I don't know if you know this or not, in Iowa, a lot of them are Christians. Like, again, just flying the Satan flag in the Capitol building, just a little ballsy. I'm not surprised. I'll respect him more when he attacks rainbow flags. He wouldn't do that, Small Lake Picker, because that would be a hate crime. If he attacked rainbow flags, it would have been a hate crime. He just attacked a Satanist statue, which just makes it destruction of property. Because he loves Satan. He loves Satan. He didn't destroy the statue out of hate. He did it out of love. He didn't want to see him stand there all day. He thought, you need to lay down. And that head looks awful heavy. Let me take that off for you. That's not a hate crime. He doesn't hate Satan at all. You know, when you explain it that way, it makes me feel like we're all in clown world and it sucks. I mean, it's weird. It's weird. Oh, you know what? I won't be surprised, though, if some groups start coming out to cling on to this. They attack the Satan group because they're attacking us. Wait a minute, what? What? So you're saying you're a... Okay. All right, they should do a new 80-foot statue made of bronze. I think it was just to, like, honor the Satanists for a bit. I don't think it was supposed to be a permanent fixture, so I'm guessing that won't happen overall. I'm guessing 80-foot bronze Satan statue. Probably not going to happen. And if you live in Iowa when that happens, you might not want to stay in Iowa. I'm just saying there's a lot to that. Wow. All right, so we're moving through these stories a little quickly here. We might have to slow it down. Otherwise, let's check, because we're on the hour 2 stuff. We've got all the hour 3 stuff. We've got a decent chunk of hour 4 stuff and overtime. So, no, we've got enough. We've got more than enough to hold us over for another hour and 15. Right? Well, no, because then 2 hours and 15. God, I can't math. I am having trouble. Woo. More coffee. That'll fix it. More coffee, everybody. Brain damage isn't real. More coffee. The Satanic Temple isn't a religious organization, says Small Egg Picker. Yeah, but again, like I said, it's weird how, like we said, if we switched the Satan idol for a flag, it might be considered a hate crime. And this one, I feel like this one should. It should. But at any rate, it's not a religious organization, but it is asking for respect as a religion, apparently, because they wanted to be represented at the state capitol. Is there a lot of Satanists in Iowa? We got a lot of them in there. 420 on the East Coast, says Thorne. It is 420 on the East Coast. Let's go ahead and get into this story. I did not know this was a thing until I found this story, and we'll, oh, is there footage of it in this? If there is, we're going to see that. All right, so in a turn of events foreshadowed by a classic Onion article, scientists have found a dolphin with what appears to be thumbs. The creature was spotted by researchers with the Pelagos Cetacean Research Institute during 2 occasions doing boat surveys off the coast of Greece. It was the first time they saw this surprising flipper morphology in 30 years of surveys in the open ocean. And apparently, so now we've got flippers with thumbs. Despite the unusual appearance of its flippers, the dolphin seemed healthy and able to keep up with other members of its pod. He added that the flipper does not look like an illness at all, but rather the expression of some rare and irregular genes that arose to interbreeding between dolphins in the region. So are these freaking weird? Open image and new tab. We'll go to this one here. Because this is what we're talking about, man. This is a dolphin with thumbs, okay? That's a dolphin with thumbs. Why does that dolphin have thumbs? Bet he can open a pickle jar. God damn it. I miss having Lemmy on when I am home. We have divergent schedules. I never see her again. I'm sorry, Thorne. Lemmy, I went through... I'm actually getting warm. I might need to step out of the hoodie. I went through a 19-hour stream, or 18 or 19-hour stream, and that one took a toll, you know? That was a thing. But she did 40 days and 40 nights. I can't believe it. I cannot believe that she ran a stream for 40 days and 40 nights. Congratulations to her. Now back to dolphins with thumbs. The scariest thing that I will be seeing in my dreams for the rest of my foreseeable future. Dolphins with thumbs. I don't know why this weirds me out so much, but it does. I don't trust dolphins with thumbs. Is the chat box back up? There we go. I think it is now. It was cool dropping into her place whenever. Well, Fallen the Great. Hemi is a rock star. I think you mean Lemmy. But yes, Lemmy is a rock star. A rock lobster. And this is a dolphin with thumbs. I need to get to the video that I wanted to play. I'm getting warmer now. I took the jacket off. Why am I warmer now? All right, let's hit play. Boom. Is this going to show our dolphins with thumbs? Unique wonders. A world of wonders, with dolphins and other magical fishes, some of them who have thumbs. For mutual masturbation, it is suspected. I mean, I don't know. I'm going off on this. I want my dolphins with thumbs. Can we stop playing the gay piano music? I want to just get to the dolphins with thumbs. Where are we at? We're looking for thumbs. We're looking for thumbs. You got thumbs? You don't got thumbs. These just look like a bunch of regular dolphins. I'm sorry. I'm here for the one who can, I'm looking for the one that can operate a twist off. Yeah, there's 4 species of dolphins. Great. I don't really care about the 4 species of dolphins. There's like 3 branches of government. Do you know what those are? Where is our dolphin with thumbs? I have still photos and the kind of music that makes me think I'm either watching something artistic or it's pornographic. And there's animals, so I'm hoping it's the first one. Let's not do this. What is that? Is that a painted dolphin? Are you covered in spackle? Look at all these guys that you can find in your local tuna aisle. All right, I don't have... I don't care about genetic differences. Where is our thumbs? There we go. Extremely rare dolphins with thumbs. Do we have footage? We just... No? Great. Dolphins gave birth. I don't care about the dolphins giving birth. I don't know if you know this or not. I'm just in it for the dolphin kink factor of the thumbs. It's the aquatic mammals with thumbs. That's the things we need to start worrying about. First it's thumbs, then it's weapons. We got to start watching. They start developing tools, we're in trouble. They're already hanging out in the water. It's a place we don't belong. Thorn, like I said, oh shit, they're evolving. Yeah, they're evolving thumbs. "1776 will commence again, and it'll be waged by dolphins with weapons, trained by the CIA. I've seen the files in the libraries in the CIA labs. I've seen them in the basement. I know what's going to happen, and I need to help us all prepare." South Park episode reminder. Kind of. I will be switching back to non-dolphin safe tuna, says Mr. Q. Yeah, I feel like at this point, if a dolphin gets caught in a net, it's your fault. You guys got thumbs. Figure it out. That was literally one dolphin. Well, yeah, but if he did it, why can't you? You know? Have you tried? Have you tried growing thumbs? He pulled it off. Ask him how he did it. What is it? Saint and South Park did I will be. I hear they are fun and don't give 2 fucks about taxes. I can get on board, says Thorn. Dolphins have a history of being one of the more like R-wordy animals in the water. A lot of animals in the water apparently enjoy F sports, but Thorn says, "Oh my God, laser beams! What laser beams? What?" Todd in Minnesota, if they had laser beams strapped to their heads, they don't need thumbs. Yes, but who's going to strap the laser beams to their heads, Todd? The point is now with the thumbs, they can strap the laser beams on their own. None of us are safe. None of us are safe. Thank you, Todd in Minnesota. Love hearing from everybody. Thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. We love having everybody on all 3 platforms. Really great to see these numbers. This is exciting. It's like I'm getting better at this. Awesome. All right, so now moving forward, we have to check the Rumble thing. By the way, we're gonna have to kick that into the goal soon, sometime here. All right, so we got that story done. Dolphins with thumbs. I don't know that I'll sleep again, ever as soundly as I did before I learned there were dolphins with thumbs. Anyways, you have to consider they might team up with the lobsters. It would make sense for the dolphins to team up with the lobsters. After all, we've waged an aggressive war against lobsters for a long time. We've been systematically scooping them up, bopping them on the head, and putting them in stew. And I get why they're pissed, because they are delicious. But yeah, if they join forces, we're fucked. You know. The deadliest catch will have a whole new meaning because Flipper and his friends are going to come wage war with harpoons and laser beams and whatever. What atomic thumb your hemorrhoids? Atomic Ray said, oh, dolphins have hemorrhoids too. I would be in a lot of pain if humans didn't have thumbs. All right, yeah, now I'm weirded out by that. There's some things I didn't need to learn about hemorrhoids in the dolphin kingdom, or that there's a thumb thing for it. Jolly Green Dickhead, Johnny asked Mikey about his pheasant. Mikey has a pheasant? I'm back. I ran the whole way. Jealous. Kind of. Way to rub it in, you able-bodied asshole. Yes, the thumb has the perfect push for hemorrhoids. I could have gone so long not knowing that. I think like my whole life. My whole life I could have survived from now to however long I have left without knowing that. Thank you for sharing that information. I now have even more things I don't want to know. We have a video that we're going to play you here. It is the new record, fastest 100 meters by a quadruped robot. It's out of Korea. The robot's name is Hound. So I want to play this clip and remind all of you that your future overlords are going to use these to run you down. We're so boned. I mean, I remember when you could make like a car with an erector set, but Jesus. It shouldn't. No. He can't keep up with it. And the thing's running off on its own. Police Dog 2030. 2030? I'd say 2026, man. This thing's moving pretty full speed right now. That is not forgettable at Chevy. I have my memory also. Alrighty. I'm getting educated on hemorrhoids in the Rumble live chat. I didn't need to know those things. You know, you guys don't have, like, I appreciate it. Feel free, get it out. We're doing a good time. We're having a good time for another 2 hours, but I mean, you don't, like, I'm just saying, sharing is one of those things. It doesn't have to happen, you know? Certainly don't force it. Certainly let some things breathe. Like, apparently your tender rectum. But at any rate, rectum damn near didn't hit him. Didn't even know him. All right, let's clear those out. We've moved through our stories a lot faster than I thought we would today. And I've got, again, another good dose of stories lined up for hour 3. And you know what? To even fill in hour 2 here, we could probably do that. So we'll probably grab a couple of those in a minute. This next one I'm talking about solely because I don't think I have like a responsibility, but I heard about this. This is a thing. And so I'm going to point it out because people should be. Obviously, it's getting around anyway, but I'm going to do my part. God damn it. For this next video. There's one with machine guns on them. Doomed. I never wonder where the phrase, show me your butthole, has come from. Mom's house, LMM. I don't think I've ever heard anyone, my mom included, utter the phrase, show me your butthole. I'm very happy that I've never thus far had to show anyone my butthole. I'm going to just, because, you know, I have a sound drop for that. Where is it? I was trying to do a show. Now we're talking about buttholes. I didn't even approach buttholes. I certainly wasn't, kicking around the rim of a butthole. I wasn't edging on buttholes. We were nowhere near buttholes, and they refused. They brought the buttholes in, and they're like, we're going to talk about the buttholes, and I want to let it go. It is not, Johnny, show us your hole. No, I don't want to show you a butthole. And now I've got small egg picker with a link here. Let's check what this is. Saint Laurent t-shirt idea. What, show me your butthole? I feel like that's not a good thing. Robot dog with a rifle. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, small egg picker. We didn't need this. Game over. This has got to be a fake. Robot with a rifle on its back unveiled at an army trade show. Where's the rifle? I don't.
Cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100. I can take a gander at your butthole.
I don't need anyone to take a gander at my butthole. Thank you, Lab Glass, for the 300 bits. I did not see the rifle. I did not see a rifle. But that is, again, yep, that real. It's creepy. We don't need those. The mouth of the dog can be a fleshlight. Oh, no. That's how the dog keeps suspects down. It just, what? How do you know they won't run away? Oh, they're too busy getting viciously fisted by a robot dog right now. They couldn't get up if they wanted to. From the elation of the fleshlight fisting they're getting from the robot dog, they're going to be coming all day. Quite frankly, we're going to want to send somebody in a hazmat suit to arrest them because they are sliming everywhere. It's ectoplasm from a spooky ghost. You can put a pug on one of those. That would be funny. Real dogs riding robot dogs into battle. All right. Dogs with rubber teeth. There's a song about that. I don't even know if I want to know about dogs with rubber teeth as a song. That sounds like the kind of song I don't want to hear. Alrighty. But nothing like spreading your cheeks for your mom. What the fuck? You guys are sharing way too much in that story. Atomic Ray, you've never had hemorrhoids, Johnny. No, Atomic Ray, I haven't. By the way, this is the Rumble chat we're reading. That's why you're not seeing it. How old were you? I was 20. I was 19. I'm a power poo. I don't need this information. And no, I've never had hemorrhoids. I've always been okay in that regard. Why are hemorrhoids a topic for today? I'm not even supposed to be here today. I mean,
Cheer
Jesus.
100. I think you're fleshlighting wrong. It shouldn't be a fisting toy.
I guess I am. I guess the joke is jerking him off. They're viciously jerking him off. He's being jerked off by a robot dog right now, so he can't get up because he's too busy coming. I mean, the joke still works the same. You know, you can't get up because you're already up. I'm already up. Boing. All right. So let's get into this video. Now, the U.S.-Mexico border, if you haven't heard, is apparently open for business. And by gosh howdy, guess what? U.S.-Mexico border agents found in a cartel gunfight. 10 IEDs. CBP is warning its agents to exercise extreme caution after the Mexican military seized 10 IEDs at the border. Yeah, why should we worry about border security? We've got people coming in from God knows where. Now we have improvised explosive devices all over the place. Why should we worry about it?
We have breaking news right now and a first on Fox Business exclusive. U.S.
A first on Fox Business exclusive. Is it just me, or she looks like she's doing blow? Again, my opinion, this looks like somebody who did a line right before it. I mean, no offense, ma'am. What's with the bags? Are you not getting enough sleep at home? The last time I saw baggage like that, it was for an intercontinental flight.
Right now, in a first on Fox Business exclusive, U.S. Customs and Border Protection are warning Border Patrol agents to be on the lookout for explosive devices.
Oh, I thought you were going to say explosive diarrhea. Be on the lookout for explosive diarrhea. In Operation Yokiro Taco Bell. Run for the border.
IEDs at the southern border. Fox Business's Hillary Vaughn breaking the news right now from Capitol Hill. Hillary.
Good morning. Well, that's right. The Border Patrol agents are being warned to be on the lookout for these improvised explosive devices after the Mexican military seized 10 IEDs.
Why is she breaking this story from DC? I don't know if you know this or not, but when it comes to the action and where it's happening, Capitol Hill is about as far as you can be away from 10 IEDs at the border. So why don't we just have over the hills, eye bag tits there? Why isn't she giving us this story? I mean, she's holding up well, says Thorne. Them britches have had enough. All right. Well, maybe she is holding up well. I'm just being a dick. I'm being a horrible dick. I'm jealous because I want her job. It'd be great to just get on the news and just do stories. And just, there we go. Let's just do the news. Let's do the news. But then again, I guess, I don't know. Do I want to work for Fox? Probably not. All right, go ahead. So you saw these yourself, huh? All 10 of them?
From the Mexico side of the U.S.-Mexico border, a federal law enforcement source shared with us the officer safety alert that went out to CBP agents this week, warning them to be careful and vigilant. The alert reads this, quote, agents should exercise extreme caution and should report any possible armed subjects approaching the border with possible explosive devices. This incident happened on Wednesday. Border Patrol agents basically stumbled upon a cartel turf war gunfight near the Tres Palates Ranch, east of the Sasabe Port of Entry, which is in Pima County, Arizona. They arrested a person on the U.S. side of the border who was armed with a loaded AK-47 rifle, 2 loaded AK magazines, loose rounds, and a handgun. That person told them there were 11 armed suspects nearby. Agents heard gunfire coming from the Mexico side, pulled back to a safer area. The Mexican military responded. That's when they found the 10 explosive devices filled with black powder and shrapnel. My law enforcement source says this ranch has a gap in the border fence that is typically used in the past to funnel drugs through, but now it's a magnet for the cartel to push people through. So this
I got bad news for you. There's plenty of other places where there are holes in the fence. Some places where the fence is not allowed to be fixed because the people that want it fixed get told they're being racist. Pulled back. Yes, they pulled back. Our military pulled back. We did. Because, we don't wage war over here, only over there. Over there, where we don't have to worry, over there.
This gunfight was essentially a gang war trying to fight for control over this gap in the fence. My source says this gap was just
You're fighting for a hole in the fence
that was never completed. And it also goes to show just how increasingly dangerous it is for our law enforcement agents on the border, but also how lucrative human smuggling is for the cartel, that they're willing to have these gunfights over small gaps in the fence to try to gain control and use that as a way to push their people through, their paying customers through. Maria?
So, Hillary, are the cartels carrying the IEDs, these explosive devices, or are they putting them on migrants who are acting as if they're, escaping and wanting asylum?
No, this was not a situation where
the boss told me he was going to go in and make the voices go away. He was going to replace them with pretty Christmas lights.
It was placed on a migrant. It was coming through the border. It never made it to the U.S. side. This is just something that the cartels had on hand. This was not something that was used against Border Patrol agents or used in an effort to carry the way across the border.
We just keep
what it
them on
does
hand.
speak to is really the operation of the cartel and how valuable and the lengths they're willing to go to protect their business, which a big part of their business now is getting people through the border. So they're willing to fight to the end to control these small gaps in the fence on the border so that they are the only ones pushing people through to the U.S. side, their customers. Maria?
Hillary, thank you. Hillary Vaughn.
Hillary Vaughn. Thank you, Hillary Vaughn. Okay, so there we go. 10 IEDs. Oh, boy. I didn't see any Mexicans in those photos, says Jolly Green Dickhead. Pipe bombs? No, not pipe bombs. I thought they said IEDs. They said improvised explosive devices. They didn't say what they were. Black powder bombs with shrapnel. I mean, it could be a pipe bomb, but, I mean, IED sounds scarier. But they make them sound scarier by calling them IEDs. Yes. Yes, they do. And I just don't like the fact that they're fighting over a hole in the fence where they like to run around with weapons and stuff. Again, it's just like, can we maybe not let people just walk into the country because they want to? That's all I'm saying. We have a little bit more security than just, well, I figured I'd huff it. I don't like to think that I could have been born anywhere and I could still be in America today as long as I had a wheelchair. I could roll all the way there. Like, I mean, dude, come on. We can't. Whoa. Don't knock stuff over. Where's the cowbell? Do we need the cowbell today? No, we don't. Hillary Thorne was cute, though, to be honest. Hillary Thorne. Who was Hillary? Which one of those people? Was Hillary Thorne the reporter or the news anchor lady? Because I don't think she's cute, or at least maybe she was, but different strokes, different folks, you know? That's what I say. All right, we've got our second hour stories done. That's everything for the second hour. Let's clear that out. Let's hit that up there. And let's talk about my sponsor, Hemponics, quick before we get into our third hour stories. And then we'll have the fourth hour stuff for our extra and overtime session. Oh, I'm running out of coffee. Oh, can we make it another hour and 45? We're about to find out. Alrighty, so let's get our third hour stories. I'm going to drop the audio here quick while I grab these. We're going to talk about the newest footage from Tesla debuting their Optimus robot. We've got a story about a Chihuahua on a Staten Island expressway. That's going to be fun to talk about. We've got a story on Senator Ron Johnson went on CNN and wanted to talk to him about some stuff, kind of like what we saw earlier, where they didn't want him to push a message and a narrative, and they said, you know, show us some facts. So he did, and we're going to cover that because that'll be funny. And we've got a story that I really hope loads about a woman stealing an Uber driver's car because they were being too slow. It's just so good. Thank you. I didn't ask for this gift, but it's a beautiful gift. A lady stole a car because the guy was driving too slow. I mean, ouch. You signed up for the Uber. I don't know how you thought you'd get away with it. They know where you were going. You booked the ride. So, again, just stealing the Uber. Did you make your flight? I'm guessing not. I'm guessing you didn't make your flight. You got them crazy eyes. It makes me worried. Like, I'd be willing to take a shot at that. What's the worst that could happen? All right, into this. The Optimus robot is very realistic and stuff. And apparently, we've got a new trailer for the Optimus robot that came out recently. I was already worried about this when I was seeing it before. This is going to be a little... Oh, my audio's down. Shit. If anybody did any sound drops, I had the audio down. Johnny, you just put your finger in between Deadpool's legs. Oh, no, I squished him down like this so he doesn't fall off. I pushed down to make sure he sticks. That's where that is. That's both legs. It's not one. That's in between his legs. I don't know. Just again, making sure he wiggles. See, he's loose. Gotta make sure he doesn't fall off. LOL, crazy eyes equal fun, but empty bank account later. Hey man, we'll let you look at it and you can speak for yourself. So Bumblebee, September 2022. I'm guessing this is where the Optimus robot started or whatever. So let's get over to this. This is again the ad that was put out on Twitter by Elon Musk. Optimus Gen 1, March 2023. So it looks very human-like. Is it going to do anything? Optimus Gen 2. We're in trouble. We're really, really screwed. We're building our replacements. These things are more mobile than I am. This is shitty. I can't even do that. 11 DOF brand new hands. Tactile sensitivity. Guys, we have a problem. Okay? What will he do next? He'll lock you in your home as part of the army of the inevitable AI overlord. Jolly Green Dickhead saying, I walk like that when I get up in the morning. I don't walk like that at all. You know how much I'd kill for that? That thing sucks. It can't even transform into a semi-truck. Right, Mr. Q? I feel like Optimus should have some transformation abilities. You know, otherwise it doesn't do the name justice. Do the Fortnite dance or not real. We have found a new host to replace Johnny. It walks like it had to take a big poop. So maybe it did walk like me. All right. It is a human in a suit. No, I don't think that's a human in a suit. That one seems to be an actual robot. As long as it has nice boobs and gentle hands, says Jolly Green Dickhead. I mean, yes, once we do add the sex orifices to the robot so you can fuck it, I feel like then society's truly and duly cooked. Because I feel like the only thing standing up against nerds pushing robots is, dudes are like, that's stupid and lame. But those dudes will very quickly get distracted. Like, I can put my dick in it until I go, Great. So that's the Optimus robot. Optimus robot, Tesla Optimus. I really wish Elon Musk would stop trying to slap things onto his things. Like, he takes names from other things. Like, he named his company Tesla, and now his robot is Optimus. I mean, really? Can't Mattel have anything? So there they go. They debuted the new robot, and those who are insightful or who listen carefully will understand that Optimus ultimately will be worth more than the car business and worth more than self-driving. That's my firm belief. And that's Elon Musk saying that. Elon Musk said upon touting Optimus's impressive abilities that the robot is the new car industry. So he makes electric cars. Tesla is pretty fitting, Johnny. Yes, he makes electric cars. Tesla's pretty fitting. But my point is he didn't need Tesla's name to boost his cars. He used Tesla's name to build his company because he wanted to just slap something on there. Again, I'm just saying it doesn't need to be Optimus. I'm worried. I don't trust our future robot overlords. And I don't want to just bow down to them. Oh, God, do I need a haircut? This is froofy to an extent that I should not be condoning. Oh. Every time I sit like this, my foot starts falling asleep. Maybe I just can't sit like this. All right, so again, we have an hour and a half left in the program. Resistance is futile. Make a bumblebee. Well, dude, Bumblebee was the first one. The beginning of the video was Bumblebee in 2022, and now Optimus, or 2000 and whatever. And then it was Optimus, and then Optimus Series 2. Yeah, I'm like really, really scared. I don't trust our future robot overlords. I don't, and I don't want to see it happen. We've got a couple of stories to get into. We have a story about Mark Zuckerberg building a $100 million compound in Hawaii with a blast shelter. And so I've got some questions. We've also got some funny things to check up on in a little bit later in the show. Before we do, I want to get into this story. Now, oh, wait, let's check the chat. Future, I'm here to build robots because robots command me to. If you want to be worried, Johnny, he should have called it Megatron. No, because Megatron, this is the thing. This is why I don't have a problem with Megatron. Look, Megatron's a bad dude, but that's in the packaging, all right? You knew that when you were getting in it, all right? That was never a surprise. You're not expecting Optimus to up and fuck you in the ass. I only trust our dolphin overlords. Now Thorne's putting me in an interesting place. Who do we turn to when it all goes to hell? Do we turn to the dolphins with thumbs or to the robots? Because we're going to need one to defeat the other. Only the robots can go into the oceans to fight the dolphins with thumbs, and only the dolphins with thumbs have the ability to fight the robots. Because it won't be my crippled ass. Alrighty, only trust CNN. Why wouldn't you? They never lie. All right, so we've got a news story that I want to cover. But before we do, I just have to say, dude, can you get a jacket, please? This is really weird. We've got Wienery guy in a sport coat with the open collar. We've got a lady in a turtleneck with a sport coat, and then we've got you in like a brown turtleneck that doesn't look incredibly professional. You're spilling out over it in a like workout way, and then way too much bling on the wrist. This is so confusing. Who are you?
Very, very cute video. We know it's cute now that we see the
Oh, I thought the Chihuahua was driving the car.
know that it's okay, but you know, it kind of is cringy when you see that. That's a little Chihuahua who got loose on the Staten Island Expressway. Very scary, tense moments as you see those cars whizzing by, Mike.
Well, a lot of drivers did slow down, though, to make sure that the other fast cars that were trying to pass knew what was going on and didn't impact the bean there. So let's roll up. Let's tell you more about this story because
let's roll up. Hold up, baby. All these doggies thinking we solved. I'm sorry, you said roll up. Again, I'm weirded out by Testosterone Joe here. All right, he very much doesn't fit in the aesthetic, visually, and everything else. I feel like a black sport coat would have solved a lot of problems here. Just a black sport coat would have put this in. But now I've got white guy, I got black lady, and I got dude cosplaying as a turd. Like, what's going on here?
Drivers slowing down, they wanted to make sure that the little pup didn't get hurt or even get scared and take a dart to one way or the other. So it took about 20 cars to help corral this little guy.
And his name is Bean,
His name is Bean. His owners say that he was spooked by another dog and then ran away and somehow made it onto the expressway.
And this is also dangerous for everybody because even as you drive by, like, do I slow down? Does that cause an accident? What do I do to make sure that this little puppy is safe?
Yeah, well, so you're probably wondering, okay, so what happened to Bean? Well, all the drivers with their assistance, they were able to get Bean back with his owners safely.
But like your initial reaction, like when you see like little animals jumping out onto the road, is to pump the brakes. And
I thought you were going to say is to hit the gas and see if you could nail that son of a bitch. How horrible am I that I thought that's where that was going?
slow down, but like if there's cars moving at a high rate of speed and they're right behind you, that could have caused
you have a whole lot of facial opinions. What are you here for eye candy? Because this is the ugliest eye candy I've ever seen. Again, dude, I feel like I would be a lot more comfortable if we just put you in a sport coat. You've got too much of a gut going out here. I don't know if this is fat or if this is like workout and fit. It could be either, but this is too much coverage to know for sure.
So I'm glad that none of that happened and that Bean's okay.
I know.
Yeah, because it sure.
All right. Yep. Whatever. And I'm also getting a radar ping off of that guy, so I'm gonna move on because I'm getting the sense that maybe he likes turtlenecks, if you know what I mean. Oh, why does he get the remote? I have no idea why he gets the remote. This is the worst news. What, that the dog survived? I thought it was amazing news that the dog survived. I was under the impression, because it said Chihuahua leads drivers on a chase on New York highway, and then when I saw the still clip of it, I was under the impression that he somehow was steering the car, and I wanted to know how that happened. But, just ended up being a loose Chihuahua. And then I kept watching it to see in case it was Aaron. That would explain why he was late a day. But there we go. That is the Chihuahua safe and sound. And the worst news agency ever. Oh boy. Oh, dear God. Oh, my tender heart. All right, so we're on our hour 3 stories, right? Uber driver, yep. We've got all of those loaded up. Now we've got our hour 3 stories and our hour 4 stuff, which we don't have 4 hours in the show normally. That was just... You're right, I shouldn't talk on my own show. Thank you, Whack and Cough, for joining the chat and the show. Lizard people inside the earth got it figured out. What do you mean? What do you mean, lizard people inside the earth got it figured out? I have no idea. Where's Soundwave and Blaster? That's a long ways off, man. That's a long ways off. But if they make a robot that looks like a boombox, we're going to... Thank you, Thorne, for jumping in there. My question, is a Chihuahua really a dog? I mean, technically, yes, a Chihuahua is a dog. It's also scared shitless all the time, so it is kind of more like, I think, like a prison camp refugee than a dog. Although we did some studies and surveys yesterday. Apparently, cat ownership is not all it's cracked up to be. So maybe I should keep my mouth shut. All right. This next story here is very, very fun for us. CNN, as we covered earlier, CNN loves to have people on and kind of talk over them and embarrass them and not let them, confront them. They don't do a very good job of it. Keeping in on that trend, they thought they could embarrass, thank you, Small Egg Picker. They thought they could embarrass Ron Johnson when he said Dems deny election results with fake electors. So again, this is another great moment for them because that's a conspiracy theory thing. The problem is he then followed that up with facts he had, which, ooh. So let's look at Caitlin Collins as she tries to hang this guy out to dry. Yeah, we'll watch it on X. That'll probably play better. All right, here we go. Come on. Oh, it's a 2-minute clip, so it looks like there's going to be a fair amount to dissect here. Let's go over this. Boop, boop, boopity, boom.
This, obviously, it's your home state. 10 Republicans who signed paperwork falsely claiming that Trump won there in the 2020 election have now agreed to withdraw that paperwork, acknowledge that Joe Biden did win the election, and also agree to not serve as an elector in the 2024 election or in any election where Trump is on the ballot. But there is one person who still serves, Robert Spindell, in a state agency that is responsible for administering elections and certifying the results. Do you think that he should resign from that, given the role he played in the fake elector scheme?
Are you being fingered right now? Because this smarmy face, like, are you being forced? Again, the fake elector scheme. I have heard so many things.
Guess what?
What?
I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Lab Glass coming in for some cowbell for Todd in Minnesota. Let's get a little cowbell for Todd in Minnesota on behalf of Lab Glass. Cowbell coming in for Todd. Hey-o. Awesome. Thank you very much for that support. She's cute, but she has that Joker smile and talks through her teeth. Yeah, she does have that love that Joker kind of thing. And again, it just feels like she's so excited to put that out there. We're gonna let her tee that ball up really quick again, and this time let her get spoken to by the guest on the show, who again didn't just come with opinions.
One person who still serves, Robert Spindell, in a state agency that is responsible for administering elections and certifying the results. Do you think that he should resign from that, given the role he played in the fake elector scheme?
No, again, there was an active court case. There are all kinds of irregularities in Wisconsin in the 2020 election. And in order to make sure that the case just wasn't determined to be moot, they had to have an alternate slate of electors, just like Democrats have done repeatedly in all kinds of different states. There was nothing untoward about what they did. There was nothing illegal about what they did. They were just an alternate slate of electors.
They were going to court. They had $2.4 million on the line in damages if they lost this case at trial. That's why
I know
they
they've been harassed.
But to say, you're saying that they
I
did
realize
nothing
Democrats
wrong?
have used the civil courts to harass these poor individuals. It's unfortunate. It's a travesty. But that's what Democrats do. They view politics as a blood sport. It was unfortunate. These folks did nothing different than what many Democrats have done in many states
They certainly
throughout our
did,
history.
Senator. I mean, there were multiple slates of fake electors, including in your home state. They're acknowledging that they were playing a role in trying to improperly overturn the election. That's what they said.
They got themselves out of a nuisance lawsuit. They agreed to settle a nuisance lawsuit that never should have been brought.
So you think it's
It was
fine
a
that
harassment
someone
lawsuit. It was a travesty of justice.
you think it's fine that someone who tried to overturn a legitimate election is still on a
Democrat
board that
electors
helps
have done that
certifies.
repeatedly. Democrats have done the same thing.
In
Republicans have never
Wisconsin,
tried
there's
to
been
criminalize it.
fake slates of electors?
No, it's happened in different states. I didn't come prepared to give you the exact states, but it's happened repeatedly.
Wait a minute. I thought you did give
Just
receipts.
go check the books.
Which books?
I mean, there have been alternate slates of electors by Democrats.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I got to call bullshit when I see bullshit. I was given the link to this story. He's supposed to give her the receipts. Where are the receipts? He's literally going, look, you have to look into it. That's not receipts. That's, again, bullshit.
Electors in our history. Again, this wasn't what this interview was going to be about. I'll come and I'll provide you the information, but I'm
Okay,
absolutely certain about that.
I look forward to your office sending that information. We'll publish it if it's
We'll do that.
accurate. Senator Ron Johnson.
Right.
To go,
CNN,
Senator,
really
I do wanna
concerned
ask
with
about this.
accuracy.
Obviously, it's your home state. 10 Republicans who signed paperwork falsely claiming that Trump
Wait, is this
won
just
there in
playing
the
it over?
2020 election have now agreed to withdraw that paperwork.
I mean, there have been alternate slates of electors by Democrat electors in our history. Again, this wasn't what this interview was going to be about. I'll come and I'll provide you the
It's not my
information.
bag. That's not a bag. That's my fucking coochie lips hanging out.
This is, again, why I'm like, you can't read stuff from people's sphere without the ability to critically analyze. I was given this clip. Well, not given. I got this clip in nice sandwich land. We're going to hold on here for a minute. That was a nice sticker drop. Thank you for that. Let's check where we are in the sticker party just so we don't miss that later. Our sticker party's sitting 400 bits away, so probably not going to happen today. We've got an hour and a half left in the program, but if you do decide to get in on the sticker party, the icon that was up there, it's over on the side of the screen. Just click on that. Stickers cost any amount of bits. When 1,000 bits worth of stickers happen, they're free for everyone for a little bit. We all get to go nuts. It's like a goddamn party. All right, anyways, I'm kind of pissed off. I was given this story and this link under the title, CNN thought they could embarrass Senator Ron Johnson when he said Dems deny election results with fake electors, but he kindly provided the receipts. That was the thing. Where are the receipts? Oh, the receipts were in another post, and I'm sure they didn't show these. I went on CNN to speak about Ukraine and Biden's open border. What MSN fails to cover is the Democrats have been denying elections for decades. In 2016, Democrats pushed the false Russian collusion hoax. In 1960 election, Democrats in Hawaii chose an alternate slate of electors allowing JFK to be certified as the winner. In 2005, Senator Barbara Boxer and Representative Stephanie Tubbs Jones led a group of 31 representatives in objecting the certification of Ohio's electors. Those 31 include Jim Clyburn, Sheila Jackson, Barbara Lee, now Senator Ed Markey, Benny Thompson, and Maxine Waters. In 2016, Democrat electors from Washington State and Colorado signed on to an attempt to block Trump from winning an electoral college majority. In 2017. So, yes, so we got those receipts. There are receipts. Did they respond? So did they, Hillary Clinton maintains 2016 election was not on the level, October 9th of 2020. She's sticking with her conviction that the 2016 presidential election was not conducted legitimately. Isn't that, again, a huge crime to call that out? I thought that was what we were there for. At any rate, so there are the receipts that he provided. A little annoying that you didn't provide them in the video, because that's kind of, again, the problem, is that they're not going to air that. They're not going to show those facts. They're not going to do that. Alrighty, so Todd, Minnesota, my sunglasses reveal aliens. That's interesting. Suppity, yes, welcome to the wide world of a membership. I got to get a new icon for members on the show. I got to start doing that. She's hungry for the Sammy. Oh, no. Dismissive, bored body language from her, defensive from him. Our media is all manipulation now, folks. Yeah, and that's my problem is that, that's why I want to be able to interact with it more than just like this. I want to be on these shows and have them talking to me about stuff so I can say those things to them. But that's why I'm not on those shows, because people like me who say stuff like I do wouldn't be allowed. Wouldn't work out. Well, if he wasn't prepared for election shit, I don't blame him. He was prepared to talk what he wanted to talk about, or what he was planning to talk about, the Ukraine situation and the border situation. And CNN went, hey, so what about all this proof that we like throwing at people that Donald Trump's a horrible guy? And that January 6th was a threat to all democracy, and that the anybody who supported Trump or questioned the election should not be trusted. Do you feel safe having them in the government? Again, with what we've learned about the government, I'm less worried about the Trump people. I'm not saying they're good. I'm saying I'm less worried about them. But anyway. So we covered a story the other day about the Obamas putting out a movie called Leave the World Behind, about the fall of civilization. Now, I thought that movie was just a movie. Apparently, it's a forecast, because Mark Zuckerberg is building a $100 million compound in Hawaii with a blast-resistant bunker. A blast-resistant bunker. Do I feel safe? Yes. Do you feel safe? No. Well, is it safe? Don't start to panic. Alrighty, so let's click on this. I think this is a New York Post article. Is it a New York Post article that we have? Nope, these are just pictures. Do you have? There we go. Mark Zuckerberg is building a $100 million Hawaii compound with a massive underground bunker. He's building a Zucker bunker. Oh, screw you. Mark Zuckerberg is reportedly building a sprawling $100 million Hawaii compound, complete with an underground bunker and its own food and energy sources, in a secret project, suggesting the social media mogul is trying to conceal his doomsday preparations. The Facebook founder's complex, called Kalau Ranch, is already partially constructed and is shaping up to be one of the most expensive personal construction projects in modern history, according to property records and interviews with contractors. The compound on Kauai Island will consist of more than a dozen buildings, with 2 central mansions that will be connected by a tunnel that leads to a 5,000 square foot underground shelter with an escape hatch accessible via ladder. The property will house at least 30 bedrooms and 30 bathrooms and will also feature dottings of guest houses and a group of 11 disc-shaped tree houses joined together by rope bridges, according to the plans revealed by the outlet. Other exits and entrances throughout the compound's buildings will have doors with keypad locks and soundproofing, while the library will feature a secret or blind door, according to the construction documents. Cameras are already everywhere, and according to one worker, the plans show that one smaller ranch building has more than 20 cameras alone, the tech publication recorded. Kalau Ranch has another feature showing the Meta CEO may be planning for some sort of apocalypse. According to Wired sources, the construction plans, the builders hope to make it completely self-sufficient. A water tank, 55 feet in diameter and 18 feet tall, along with a pump system, will be housed on the property, where existing ranching and agriculture on the 1,400 acres already provide food sources. Zuckerberg has built a 6-foot wall around the compound and has his contracted workers, no matter their level of involvement, sign NDAs regarding their work on the property. The billionaire spent $170 million to purchase the land and build his ranch, which he, his wife, and kids view as their family home, a spokesperson for Zuckerberg told Wire. Yeah, but your family home sounds a lot like a compound for when all shit goes to hell. Oh, he gets a wall. Right? Yeah. He gets to build a wall. If you're a farmer in Texas, you can't build a wall on your ranch. Doesn't seem fair. Was fill some holes. Walls don't work, though. I mean, if you've got walls and security guards, they kind of do. But, I mean, I digress. It's just a little worrisome. The world looks like it's getting into an interesting place, and now Mark Zuckerberg is building a doomsday shelter. Just seems a little strange. Just seems a little strange. Hinky would be the word I would use. Definitely hinky. It's a hinky thing.
Cole Hauser is an award-winning actor. I was able to sit down with...
Oh, God. Cole Hauser is an award-winning... I don't care about that. I don't care about any of that. We're not talking about any of that. We're going to talk about people and their Uber Eats orders because we're goofing off today. Jesus. Locks don't work either. They only slow down a would-be intruder, but slowing them down is the point. Right. Because that gives you time to arm up. It's because of the Alex Jones game. Is it because... Did we go after Zuckerberg in the Alex Jones game? I don't remember. I remember taking on evil techs, like Tech Lizard Man, but I don't remember Zuckerberg specifically. Maybe that's what the... I don't know. Was the lizard guy Zuckerberg and I just didn't see it? I always laugh at those scary movies where they lock the door and expect the glass windows not to break. Yeah, yeah, says Small Lake Bigger and Todd Minnesota. All right, so I had it wrong. Thank you for correcting me. But yeah, no, I again, with this one, it sounds like he's not building it with glass doors. Like, it sounds like the doors are very, very secure. The nice glass doors might be on the houses, but the fencing and the compound surrounding it sounds like it's pretty. And 2 mansions next to 30 bedrooms and bathrooms, it seems like a lot. It seems like a lot. But the fact that the compound should be self-sufficient scares the crap out of me. I'm jealous, not scared. Mikey, I'm jealous too. The reason I'm scared is because I'm jealous. I'd love to have that, but hey. How many of those actors being since the making of the movie? Making of what movie? Alrighty, so supporting the information. Well, somebody's got to. We're going to keep going for another hour and 15 minutes. Thank you for hanging out with us on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube. We've got all 3 platforms going. A lot of people watching over on Rumble. Wow. Thank you. If you're enjoying the show, please click the thumbs up, especially on the Rumble. Would love to get more people in here enjoying this lovely program. We've got, like I said, a couple more stories to get into. I'm going to clear the third hour stories off, load up the fourth ones that I have to help fill the time, and then we're going to talk about my sponsor real quick and get back to the program. Don't do any sound drops for just a minute while I grab these. We've got a story about someone finding a oh wait, nope, that's not, no, we don't want this one. We have a man causing an explosion that will be very, very funny. We have another Boston fertility doctor story, and elderly man who apparently stabbed his wife in a fight over pancakes. So there's going to be that one to talk about. And then what's this YouTube one? Oh, yeah, we've got a story about men charged with killing birds and selling them on the black market. I'm really curious if a couple of the usual audio is back up and good to go. I'm really curious if a couple of the usual people involved in such things will be what we come across with that, but I don't know. I'll go with the nuke, says Small Egg Picker. Miles of naturally connected tunnels with several exits and harder to be cornered, much less detectable. Bunker is a glorified coffin, says Todd in Minnesota. Bacon pancakes? She deserved it if that's the case. That song sucks. Oh, no, it's not bacon pancakes. It is not bacon pancakes. It is not bacon pancakes. All righty. How's it going, Bishop? Oh, Bishop retracted his message. I better wipe it off the chat. I don't keep retracted messages on the chat screen. It's not what we do here. All righty. Making bacon pancakes. We're not making bacon pancakes. It is 4:20, and we are not making bacon pancakes. Not. Can't stress that enough. Not. I'm out of coffee, aren't I? Shit. Do we pour a drink? I mean, it's Friday. Should we have a beverage? Definitely a hinky thing. Oh, we got a clip here from Thorne. Clip of the day, Johnny. Let's see this one. And Dear Butch giving the 2 thumbs up on the drinking thing. Let's go over here. It's just a little worrisome. The world looks like it's getting into an interesting place, and now Mark Zuckerberg is building a doomsday shelter. Just seems a little strange. Just seems a little strange. Hinky would be the word I would use. Definitely hinky. It's a hinky. It's just a little worrisome. The world looks like it's getting into an interesting place, and now Mark Zuckerberg is building a doomsday shelter. Just seems a little strange. Just seems a little strange. Hinky would be the word I would use. Definitely hinky. It's a hinky. It's just a 100,000 views because she's practically naked. Fucking Jesus. You can't be telling me that person's show is that much better than mine, and way better than mine. You can't be telling me that they're more. That's art. How dare you? That's not art. It's a naked chick. I'm not going to show it just 1 second. This content is for certain audiences. Yeah, interesting. It was clipped 2 days ago. It's got a crap load of views. Significant profanity, vulgarity, and sexual themes. What? What? On porn Twitch? Really? Boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum, psh. All right, so we have a drink, Johnny. I am, says St. Caesar. One day I'll nail it, says Thorne. You know what? It was a pretty good cut. I'll add boobs next time. Here, we're gonna take a little hit, and then we're gonna get that drink. Love that marijuana. Legal in Minnesota. So let's get into this with my friend Jameson to tie in the rest of the show, because my throat is getting parched. And we can't keep going that way. If you say it is in italics, it's easier to get the sarcasm. That's true. It is easier to get the sarcasm in italics. There we go. There's a decent amount of ginger. Or Jameson. Fuck. Maybe we shouldn't be drinking. There's a decent amount of Jameson. We're going to keep going with the show for another hour here. And while we do, we're going to say thank you for all the support. We have a little beverage. I'm not kidding or anything, really, says Todd in Minnesota. I hope not, but you're typing in the italics, so it's becoming hard to discern. I would say I don't know which way you go. All right, there we go. A generous drink. I don't have any ice cubes accessible. A generous drink for a generous program. A lot of ginger ale. So let's get to this story. Looking at the money I have spent this year over Christmas, I am going to be cutting back in January. Good God, what have I done, says St. Caesar. I know what you mean. I hope you don't mean to this program. But I get it. I too need to try and do the best I can to shore up them finances. All right, so let's talk about this quick. Americans tell Uber Eats and other steak and jelly, please. Americans tell Uber Eats and other odd popular customer requests of 2023. The fast food and delivery app Uber Eats recently released a report revealing the most popular, unusual, and surprising orders of the year. Along with Uber Eats, other Uber-owned companies such as Drizzly and Postmates have completed all kinds of orders. As the saying goes, nothing tastes better than the thing you want to eat right now. Uber Eats senior data scientist Marco Vida wrote in a statement to Fox News Digital, the sum of the unexpected requests have included combos like seaweed and pasta sauce, gobs of wild gushers, or classy indulgences like lobster tail with apple-infused whiskey. There was a decrease in rose wine sales during the summer of 2023, the report revealed, with an apparent higher interest in lighter-bodied red and white wines. Apple pie was the most frequently ordered dessert. Americans have routinely requested no onions on their food orders. America apparently does not like onions. While there was an increase in request for hot sauce, the top condiment of the year. I need some weird combinations here. Zero-proof beverages are also on the rise, especially during dry months like dry January or sober October. The top three were Scott unscented toilet paper. What? Toilet paper? Plan B? So you're going to Uber Eats to get your Plan B? Zero-proof beverages are on the rise. Yeah, we covered that. Munchies across the country, late night. Again, none of these are super-duper. The most interesting request was put a lot of yum sauce on more than a person should eat while sitting. If you have to, charge twice as much. That's fine. Again, so people ordered some crazy shit, but none of the shit sounds that crazy. Our Uber Eats thing, the top 10 delivery requests across the country, according to the company. Number 1, no onions. Meh. Number 2, dressing on the side. Meh. Number 3, ranch, blah, extra soy sauce. Sauce on the side, no lettuce, no jalapenos, extra gravy, and no slaw. The unexpected and just plain strange pairings. Steak and jelly. All right. Gross. I'd like a well done steak, and I'd like some strawberry jelly, please. Cottage cheese and mustard. Condensed milk and avocado. Seaweed and pasta sauce. Butter and pickled onions. Why? The top 5 most ordered food items on Uber Eats were French fries, garlic naan, pad thai, miso soup, and California rolls. Lobster tail and apple whiskey. Again, strange pairing. Seems strange. Seems strange. Let's catch up with the chat here quick, see what's going on with you guys. Nuts and gum together at last. Oh, man. Todd, Minnesota, that's just it. Need one hell of a deep pit to shit in. Air intake, exhaust, would need a hand-pumped well down there because 5-gallon jugs aren't going to last forever. At that point, if there was a nuclear strike nearby, how do you filter the air? Where does your power come from? Is it even worth trying to stay alive at that point? Wow, you guys are having a real downer in the show on the chat. I don't have a lot of money on benefits with my knee and skin condition, but my family get me stuff that they know I want, so this year I'm doing the same. Well, great, St. Caesar. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's just so good. It's just so damn delicious. Again, we're going for one more hour, and then we're going to be tapping out for today. We do need to talk about my sponsor, Hemponics. I have not forgotten to do that. And I also do want to mention, coming up here, our schedule next week, probably going to be off on, well, we're going to be off on Friday. I imagine a lot of people won't really be around on Friday. I don't know. We might be going off on Thursday. I'm not sure. We're going to figure that out. We'll bump the goal forward a couple days for that, and then we'll be returning on the 26th, the day after Christmas. So that will be awesome. All righty. Johnny, will you be my Yoko Ono, says Thorne. I don't know what you're asking for me of that. I can't answer that question unless I understand exactly what the terms of being your Yoko Ono are, and I still, even then, worried. New sponsor, Eden Valley Liquors. Maybe I should talk to Eden Valley Liquors and see if they want to be a new sponsor. We've certainly had a lot of stuff from them. All right, why can't I? All right, there we go. Do you have strawberry fields? I don't have strawberry fields. All righty. I was somewhere. Where was I? There we go. We were on that story. So let's clear that out. We've loaded up all of the other 4th hour stuff I have. Was it just 4 stories? And then we've got overtime things. All right, so all of this to get us through all that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, all of this to get us through all of that, and then we have the overtime stuff. Perfect. Aaron should get a queso sponsor and live the gimmick. I don't think he will because he doesn't have, like, no offense. Are you going to buy queso because Aaron endorses it? You going to go out and get that queso because Aaron said to? I'm not going to. Cheese just plugs me up. Are CBD vapes worth it? They started selling them here. I'm unsure. Well, Small Egg Picker, I have a CBD vape right here from Hemponics. The light means it's working. I think they're great. They are an excellent substitute for something to give you the calming effect that you usually get with marijuana, but you don't get the high, you don't get the giggliness, the euphoria, the sleepiness. A lot of the body effects that are very, very beneficial you can get with certain cannabinoids in the CBD, CBG, and CBN families. You get great ones from Hemponics. The problem with CBD and CBG supplements and things is that if you don't know where you're getting them from, you might get some bunk shit. All right, so let's copy that. And that's why I love Hemponics. They grow the plants themselves. They control, oops, sorry about that. They control the product from seed to sale, as I love to say. So you know what you're getting. And if you go to the website that I'm going to link here in all of these, Control V, boom. Let's do the quick links, boom. And one more time, ka-chow, boom. There we go. Now, all of those are up for you guys. If you click that link, it'll take you over to this website. You need to be over 21 to order from Hemponics, but Hemponics has an amazing amount of solutions for you based on what you need. You can talk to them. You can go to their Learn section. They have a blog, an FAQ. You can learn about the strains, the terpenes. They have videos. You can learn a lot. You can learn about them, their locations. They have 2 stores in Wilmer and New London, Minnesota. And you can just go straight to the shop to get any of their amazing products. You can select the product based on the benefit you're looking, based on the cannabinoid type, or cannabinoid type. Jesus, I can't read that word. Or the product type. They have a lot of stuff that I have yet to try, like the fizzy THC bottle. I haven't tried that stuff. I also haven't tried the sparkling tea. A lot of the new edible stuff I have not tried. But if you need something for your pets, they have dog treats. They have cannabinoid dips for pouches for people that maybe chew and need something. I love the Muscle Frost. That's one that I use all the time. We have people in the house that use the Relief medicated lotion, as well as the tincture is pretty good stuff. Actually, April had one of the tinctures. She had the was it Calm Body? Not Calm Body. That's the one I use for sleep. No, she had the Awake Coffee Infused tincture. I have to ask her how that did her. She has the Awake Coffee Infused tincture to help keep her moving for there. So that is again, amazing products at Hemponics. They have gummies, edibles, they've got vapes, they've got it all. If you like that stuff, then by all means, click that link. If you use the link I sent and you click it and you buy from that, we get credit for getting that sale over to them, and we make a little money for the effort. And I say thank you. Anyways, let's get back into our stories. So the Uber driver thing, like I said, what was it? The Uber Eats we were talking about a minute ago? People are going to order weird shit. But we talked about this one earlier. You mean that weird guy at the smoke shop is hinky? I'm saying one, yes, dude, you don't think he's hinky? The weird guy at the smoke shop should always be hinky. You know why? Because half the time, the weird guy at the smoke shop is someone like me. Yeah, hinky. And I love using that word and that it's catching on. Hinky. At any rate, with the CBD and CBG stuff you get at a smoke shop, the problem is they're mass-produced garbage by nameless companies that slap different labels on the same products. So you might buy a different product thinking it's a different product, but in terms of what you actually get, it's the same shit. And that's why, and some of their shit doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, they certainly don't quit releasing it. It's all fun. It's all a fad. So if you don't look what you're getting, you get crap, which is why I support Hemponics. Because before Hemponics, I thought that the whole CBD thing was bullshit. And I learned I was wrong. Todd, Minnesota, it's like kinky, but with hemp. No, hinky. Hinky was always just, I don't know, just like hinky. Like something's odd. Something's hinky. Just a word I like. And it's been fun. I like using hinky. It does kind of sound like kinky, I will admit. Pinky 9J says small leg picker. What? Alrighty, let's keep going. Again, we've got a program for about a little less than an hour left. We've got a couple of stories to get through. Let's, you know what? We'll leave the Hemponics thing up here, but we'll move you over there. We've got a couple of stories to get through, and then we have... No. Small egg picker, no. Hinky. Like that message. Hinky. Okay, into this story. I understand flights are, well, actually, I don't understand. I've never flown, so I don't get how stressful it can be if you feel like you're going to be late to a flight. That phone is janky, says Todd in Minnesota. My phone ain't janky. I love my phone. My phone's not janky at all. It's a solid phone. Why would you say such a thing? At any rate, so a woman steals an Uber driver's car before a flight in Texas for being too slow. Oh, it's like it's my birthday. LOL. So you know that janky means it's not just me, says Todd Minnesota. I'm not sure. I don't want to validate what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. Janky, I don't know. If a chain has a break in a link, what is that called? A weak link in the chain. A weak link in the chain. You're thinking of an armor thing and don't. Anyways. Hey, that's hinky. Alrighty, so back to this. This lady here Stealing, here again, guys, would ya? All right, is that hair or is there a neck tattoo? I'm just saying, I'm reading a lot of crazy in that mugshot. I'm reading a lot of crazy in that mugshot. Oh, man. If you were the guy she was going to D down on that vacation, you dodged a bullet because she was probably going to kill you. A 27-year-old woman in the U.S., Nusha Alexandra Afkami, wouldn't have seen that one coming. For a name, would not have seen that one coming. Nusha Alexandra, it literally AFKAMI, Afkami, stands accused of stealing an Uber driver's car because she deemed the journey to the airport too slow. Wait a minute, reported by... Why am I using yours if we have it on Fox News? All right. This is not the video. I don't know why you said you had a video of it. All right. So we're going to pause this because I don't want to show this video. This has nothing to do with what we're doing here. Yeah, screw you and your stupid thing. All right. A woman accused of stealing an Uber driver's vehicle because they were driving too slow as she was being taken to Austin's airport Sunday, according to court documents. According to the arrest affidavit, the lady whose name we already read, 27, was arrested for allegedly stealing the Uber driver's vehicle and using the driver's credit card without consent. How did she get his car? I get it. The credit card was left in the car. How did she get the car? What, she convinced him that if he hopped out and, switched seats with her, she was going to, give him a tussle? Just before 12:30 a.m. on Sunday, an Uber driver picked her up from a hotel to take her to the Austin Bergstrom International Airport. While driving to the airport, the report states that the Uber driver said that she appeared to be upset about how long it was taking to get to the airport. She proceeded to grab the driver's phone and throw it out the window, prompting the driver to stop and get out of the car to retrieve the phone, the report said. While outside of the car, the report stated that she took control of the car and drove away in the Uber's 2016 Chevrolet Cruze, leaving the driver stranded along the road. Baby, you a song, you just stole my wheels. It's a cruise. So she's nuts, right? She's nuts. Was fill some holes. Austin, that explains it. What do you mean? What about Austin? What do I not know some? Are people crazier in Austin? Do they make them nuts in Austin? She sounds understandable. I'll give you this. How long was he taking? How long were you taking to get? Because maybe you're right. Maybe he was taking too long. The eyes don't lie. The eyes don't lie. Dude, I wonder if those eyes blink. She looks like she's got that dead. Like, I'm sorry. This lady looks like she's smiling right now. Like, you think you're locked in here with me, but really, I'm the one locked in here with all of you. How does that even work? It's the other way around, asshole. Reverse George Floyd. Small Lake Picker saying meth. Too long is too long. She just looks like she doesn't blink. I'm just saying this looks like the face of a lady who doesn't blink. She does not seem to have a blinking face. I think, this is a lady who, sleeps like that with her eyes open. If you catch her sleeping like that, it freaks the fuck out of you and you die. And she absorbs your soul. Oh, I expect you to die, Mr. Bond. Now come. All right. Oh, we were on the wrong one. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. She kind of looks like the senator in the X-Men movie when he was turned into Frogman. That's not what she looks like at all. I don't think that's completely accurate in any way, shape, or form. I don't want my soul absorbed, though. Can we have a do-over? Small Lake Picker guessing she's a demon. She's a demon. She might be a demon. She might be a demon. Alrighty, so she proceeded to grab the phone, throw it out the window. She took the car, a 2016 Cruise. Officers were notified and able to locate the Uber driver's car abandoned in front of a terminal at the airport. And before she could board her plane, she was apprehended by police. According to the arrest report, while being questioned, she claimed she and the Uber driver were arguing over how long the drive was going to take. She told the Uber driver, "I need to get to the airport, so I'm going to take your car and drop it off at Southwest Airlines." She also stole the Uber driver's wallet and used a credit card for several items totaling $130 at a store inside the airport, according to the affidavit. All items purchased with the driver's credit card were found in her possession. She's being charged with unauthorized use of a motor vehicle and was booked into the Travis County Jail on a $16,000 bond. And that's all we have. So I'm going to guess that she's not native. I'm going to guess that this lady isn't normally from America, or she's incredibly nuts. That sounds like something she's an AI bot. That sounds like something an AI bot would say. I'll give you this. I could believe AI bot. I could believe AI bot. Dear Butch saying, I'm still on the fence and was fill some holes. She had time to shop. Yeah, apparently she was tight for time, but not too tight to, pick up a little knickknack or something to remember the trip. Plus, I mean, how do we know she didn't buy something for the car, for the driver to, let him know it's all good? Oh, man. You literally take his phone and then his car. I'm guessing that sounds, no offense, I don't like to cast dispersions. That sounds Eastern European chick to me. That sounds Eastern European chick, especially when you follow that up with, and then after she got there, she took his credit card and went shopping. Eastern European. Say knick-knack. There you go. Knick-knack, paddywhack. Give the dog a boner. All right. Why did I say knick-knack? I don't know why that matters. Now I should. Did I start the revolution? Was the code word knick-knack uttered by a cripple? Shit. All right. Anyways, we have 45. Very hinky. Yes. Very hinky. Oh, Eastern European. I'm in, says Dear Butch. I'm just gonna say Thorn sounds about right. I'm just gonna say I was thinking Belarusian. You might be right. You might be right. All I know is that name and that complexion aren't two things that make me think American. And so I'm guessing, again, not native and kind of from a place where, again, if a lady fucking stole your car and drove to the airport, you just be like, all right, well, I guess shit happens and I'm a pussy. Like, I mean, I kind of feel like that's where that would go. But I could be wrong. Okay, so we have a couple of stories to get through for the 4th. Do you feel better now? Just let it out, That's what we're here for. Get it all out. Just let it happen. She sounds very dominant. Yeah, Dear Butch, that could be fun in bed. But then again, you might wake up without a kidney. Because, again, she's pretty big on taking things you're not making the most of. So if she drinks you under the table, guess where your liver's going? To the black market. Then spent $130 of your money. It's like that's not a thing. You're not supposed to be able to do that. And I love that they took the card, they paid for it. There we go. All right, so let's get to this story. Japanese man causes an explosion while spraying insecticide to kill a cockroach. I mean, if he did he at least get the cockroach? Did he get the cockroach, or did the cockroach survive? Because if that man caused an explosion while spraying insecticide to kill a cockroach, even if he's still alive, he's lost the war. And that's hilarious. Too bad for her. My liver isn't worth much. Hey, it's worth more than zero. All right? This lady's about gains. Gains. She doesn't got the time to fuck around. Atomic Ray, as nutty as an Asian bukkake house. Oh my God, man. Looked up Hinky on YouTube. It was Johnny walking. Oh no, Atomic Ray, my walking's Hinky. I mean, that makes sense, but was he spraying it at Dr. Fuker? No, he was spraying cockroaches. Too bad for you, she isn't cheap. I know, right? Like, I'll never afford that, lady. That I gotta make zeros. We haven't even had a hype train today. That ain't happening. I can't afford to hold one like that down. She's only had the airport. Given time, I'm sure she'd have cleaned them out. I don't know. What did she spend for $130? No idea. Anyways, Japanese man explosion. Let's find out. A man caused an explosion at his home in southern Japanese city of Kumamoto after spraying a large amount of insecticide to kill a cockroach. The incident occurred at around midnight on December 10th, according to a report in the Manichi Shimbun. The Manichi Shimbun. All right, whatever. A balcony window broke as a result. The man suffered some minor injuries, the outlet added. Investigators revealed burn marks near a kotatsu heating table, which is a low table with a special futon placed over it. An electric heater is usually attached underneath. Japan's National Consumer Affairs Center has received...
Guess what?
What?
I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Well, I would be a dick if I didn't honor that. Wilmer Autotech gifting a sub. Thank you so much for that gifted sub. That means a lot. That is awesome. Let's go ahead and roll on cowbell. Hey-o. Thank you very, very much. Todd in Minnesota saying, I haven't seen one red flag yet, to be honest. We had a different series of stories with the red flag thing. I don't remember what that was about. And the Civil War one, was that I think it was me being cute. I don't know. At this point, it doesn't matter. It's the title of the show. The show's just about done. I don't think we need to care. All right, hold on a sec. All right, Dear Butch saying, giving a sub to Miriam. Thank you, Wilmer. Yes, thank you, Wilmer, much. I see your hand shaking, but I don't see a cowbell. That's because I can't ring it, like, on air, and it's too loud. I got to keep it down and away and still roll the audio down because it's loud. That's with the audio down. If I keep it up, then it's too loud, and then we put it down. Exploded cockroach, Muhammad Ali. Small egg pecker, we're not bringing that bit back. All right? That bit is DOA, Muhammad Ali. Damn it, now I did it. Fuck. Japan's National Consumer Affairs Center has received several reports of such explosions. Manichi reported without specifying a time frame. They are believed to be ignited by sprayed insecticides coming into contact with electrical outlets. God, I can't read. Electrical outlets and other sources. Spraying pesticides at electrical outlets can damage them and consequently injure people, according to several pest removal companies. Many sprays contain flammable ingredients, including alcohol. They also contain propellants such as propane and butane, which help push the liquid insecticide out of the can and into the air, according to a report by an online magazine. So people in Japan are living in tiny little homes, and now they're fighting bugs. And while they fight the bugs, they're blowing up their homes. The cockroaches are literally winning. Japan, I'm sorry. You guys are losing to the bugs. You're losing to the bugs. Don't they eat them over there? You will eat the bugs. The answer to 1984 is 1776. The government doesn't want you to know this, but the ducks in the park are free. You can take them home. I have 558 ducks. I say that to my daughter all the time, and she acts like I'm telling her a true fact. I'm very worried that if she ever sees a duck at the park, she's going to tell mommy to take it home, because I've been doing that. I've been dropping that sound line to her. She has no idea about it. It's completely child-friendly, and yeah, I'm a horrible dick. In Japan, they own nothing, and they will be happy. Right? That's what it seems like. Well, they're happy, but apparently they're also up to their balls in cockroaches, and when they try to kill the bastards, they blow themselves up. Thank you very much for that, Wilmer Autotech, the 10 bits. 300 bits from a sticker party. It could happen. We'll see. If in Japan, they have robot overlords. Do they have them yet? Do they already have robot overlords? I have no idea. The birds are AI robots. Well, then I guess you can't take the ducks. Man, I don't want to see Japan fall apart. They have awesome innovation. I don't want to see Japan fall apart, but like I said, they're fighting the bugs and losing. So I brought it to our attention as a man of the people. As a man of the people. Alrighty. So we got 3 other stories left. We've got about 30 minutes left in the show. This is a great time that we're having. Thank you for being part of it. We're going until 5:30, so we've got a little bit of a program left for another 30 minutes. And if you enjoy it, give us the likes, the thumbs up. We certainly appreciate that. We have a few other stories to get into. Let's catch up in the chat. Bill Gates, GMO exploding cockroaches.
Frankersy 100.
GMO exploding cockroaches. What the hell are you talking about? Thank you, Fill some holes. That just sounds hinky. Didn't I have, where did I put? Oh, there it is. I knew I had a fucking oneie around here somewhere. Let's go ahead and keep this show going for, again, the next half hour. And then I'm going to go hang out with my daughter, who I can hear banging stuff around upstairs. I wonder, did her gift arrive yet? That was supposed to have happened. So, we'll see. FBI, open up! I don't know why the FBI would be here. Dear Butch with the FBI sticker. I think that puts us really close. Are we at like 200? Yeah, we're 200 away from a sticker party. We're going to leave that up. If you've never done it, that's the sticker icon. It's over there on the screen, on the side over there. Go and click on that to do sticker stuff. We get 200 more bits and stickers, and they're free for everyone for a limited time without the sound drops, but, you know, we can bukkake the screen in stickers. So I'm going to get into this story. In the odds that we have a sticker party happening in the near future, let's at least get through this one. Thank you, Thorn, for jumping into the channel with the sound drops. A woman accuses a Boston fertility doctor of secretly inseminating her with his own sperm in a lawsuit spurred by DNA kit discovery. I mean, thank you, Danger Bear Wolf Turtle, but I'm going to get to it. If hold on. I need a moment because, quite frankly,
I'm going to come.
How many times?
Fucking nice kitty right there.
Thank you for the kitty sticker. 100 bits away from a sticker party. It could happen. It could happen. We could throw them all over the place. Here, we'll put this picture up. Open image in new tab. We'll put this picture up, and we'll cover this
I'm going to get a rash, a pussy rash.
Oh, 50 bits away. Uh-oh. Thank you. Thank you. Here is the people in question for the story we're reading. So now, remember, you can't choose where the sticker placement happens, but do be gentle. These ladies have been through a lot. And 20 bits away from a sticker party. Or it's not going to happen, and everyone's putting me right on the edge to make me look like a dick. That is hilarious. Kitty history. I might have to play that kitty history song on Sunday's show to have fun. Also, a quick reminder, we are on this Sunday, our Sunday Smoke Show, from 2 to 3:30, as usual, returning this Sunday. We're going to have a fun time. We're going to try and do some stuff. Have a great time. Hope you'll join us. Exclusive to Rumble. Only on the Rumble. Now, back to this story. If 10 bits away. You know what? It's what I deserve. More than 40 years after a couple sought the help of a Boston, Massachusetts fertility specialist, their daughter discovered through a purchased DNA kit.
Merry Christmas, little fella.
We know that you're in there.
It gets weird now that we're doing it this way.
Yeah, come on, kid, open up. It's Santa Claus. And it's Elf.
I'm gonna give you to the count of 10.
These poor ladies have been through so much.
No good keister off my property before I pump your guts full of lead. 1, 2,
Jesus.
10.
You know,
You guys give up? Oh yeah, thirsty for more.
it's sad. These ladies have been through a lot, and I want to give this story the seriousness it deserves. But I can't, because you're covering her with stickers, sad violins, cheese sandwiches, poop emojis. This seems so disingenuous. So my question is, if you had a kid 40 years ago and you found out...
Filthy animals, and a happy new year.
Thank you very much for that sticker party. And Dear Butch back in it with another Nugget Army sticker in 10 bits. Thank you, Dear Butch. I don't think we're going to see another sticker party tonight. It's kind of getting down to the wire. We're wrapping the whole thing up. We're bringing it in for a landing. So thank you for that. Let's get the sticker party off the screen and get back to this. Now, again, ma'am, if you never questioned it at any point in time, then what does it matter? Quite frankly, do you give your daughter back?
On television, us children are starting to see and hear more and more graphic queefing.
And you shouldn't. But these ladies got some gaseous pussies, and they just got up all day long. Just queef, queef, queef away. All right, so again, like I said, I love these because I always want to go to them like, okay, yes, I agree that this is horrible. This is a violation of trust and a breach of personal, like, safety or something. But again, you didn't know any of this before today. If you never knew, would it matter? Because are you still not? Do you not love your daughter? Is your daughter still not an incredibly important person to you? What actual effect does this have on who your daughter is? I would say none. But I get it. It is fucked up, and that guy should be punished for doing it. But it is always weird. I got to feel like, oh, no, we were wronged. We were violated. I was promised this chud seed, and I got that chud seed. Now I know why she's such a fuck up. Because I got the wrong batter. Would have been a better kid if it would. Oh, wow. And how bad do you got to feel if you're the dad, right? Because think about what they put you through. They made you go into a weird room, grabbed a Dixie cup and said, all right, how about you nut into this and pretend it's cool? And who knows how many times he did that? How many times he fired a few knuckle children off into a flower pattern. But ultimately, for naught. He had to whack it in a weird room where he knows. And that's the worst part. You can't go to a place where they're collecting sperm samples and think, oh, I wonder what doesn't happen in here at all. You know what happens in there? The same thing that you're about to do. Dudes drop trow and they beat one out, and it's weird, and you got to be in there. And even if you can't smell it or see it, you know it happened. You know someone else nutted in that room. You don't want to be in there. Just a collection of residual nuts.
It's all well and good, but we can do the road warrior.
Thank you.
No, we go in.
Wilmer for the 150 bits.
No more talk. We kill. Soon, my dog of war. But we have to do it my way.
Saint saying, she isn't bad looking. I'd impregnate her too. Jesus. Thorin, I'm confused, as I often am. Well, again, like I said, the story is about this old lady here. Where is it? This old bitch. Fuck me. All right, so this old lady, again, sought the help of a fertility specialist like over 40 years ago. And as the result of that fertility specialist, this lady had this daughter. Now, this daughter used like a 23andMe to figure out who her extended family are and might be, and discovered that she has a lot of people in her local area that she is incredibly closely related to because she has several siblings. And since that mom only crapped one kid out of her vagina, we're well aware that some other babies had to be made by the same batter, which comes back to, apparently, again, the fertility specialist. And this isn't new. Like, we keep having these stories. At this point, I'm glad I never sought a fertility specialist, because I would have to wonder whether my daughter's even mine, genetically speaking. But I also would like to point out, I wouldn't want to wonder. I would simply say I don't want to know. She's my kid. So that's all there is to it. We don't need to confirm or deny that. That's just an unequivocal fact. And that's the way it is. The suit alleges that Dr. Merle Berger secretly used his own sperm to inseminate the mother, Sarah DePoen, in 1980. Yes, but he didn't use his own dick. Like, I mean, if he put you under and then he did the fucking, like, I get it. This is an extreme violation. How is it an extreme violation? It just seems like a violation. An extreme violation would be like if he did it and he, like, shot the batter himself and the whole time he wore, like, a unicorn hat. That would be an extreme violation. This just seems like when he stuck the turkey baster in, he didn't tell you that it was his glue as opposed to your husband's. At the time, she was told by Dr. Berger, one of the founders of the Boston IVF and a former Harvard Medical School professor, that the sperm used in the insemination would be from a medical resident who resembled her husband and whom she did not know. So wait a minute. You went to a doctor in 1980. In 1980, Jesus. You went to a doctor in 1980. I just did it again. This is what I'm talking about, man. The shit's slipping. Yeah, let's not worry about it. Fuck it. Who cares? All right, so back in 1980, you went to a doctor and you said, hey, I want some mystery spooge that kind of looks like my husband. I got to be honest, I can't judge this guy until I see whether or not he looks kind of like your husband. Because if he looks kind of like your husband, I feel like he delivered on what he said. He just didn't tell you that the mystery milk was from his own human kindness. I mean, again, dude, are you going to give back the kid? Will you undo your daughter because you didn't like how it happened? Like I said, this is one of those weird things where you bought the product, you loved it, you've enjoyed it for 40 years, but now you found out it was made in China and you suddenly have a problem. With what? I love how my autocorrect always highlights the science when I type it. Proof. Thank you, Rusty Kramer. Thank you. I didn't mean to hit that button. All right, so let's get back at this. This is an extreme violation. At the time, she was told this, but instead, Dr. Berger used his own mayonnaise to inseminate DePoen, the complaint alleges. Dr. Berger secretly inserted his own sperm into his patient. Yes, but that's the thing. She didn't secretly insert it. She knew about that insertion. It just wasn't, like, again, he didn't use his dick. What is your complaint? You ordered a guy to knock you up. He came in with a turkey baster and a pledge, and he fulfilled. I did my job. Did you do yours? 20 goddamn years, neck deep in coos. Oh, shit. I did my job. Did you do yours?
Is your mouth all glued up with coney juice? I asked you a question.
Heavens, Lord, please do not let this Becky get any purple-headed yogurt slinger from any man. Absolutely none.
Thank you for the sticker. We are, again, rocking and rolling for another half hour. Thank you. Let's finish this story up and move on. The results showed that she was related to Dr. Berger's granddaughter and Dr. Berger's second cousin, the lawsuit alleged. She later pieced it all together after talking to one of her newfound relatives, the complaint alleged. To say I experienced shock when I figured out would be an extreme understatement, Carolyn said in a statement. It feels like reality has shifted. I just want to say how proud I am of my mom for speaking out, and I'm honored to stand by her side. After learning what happened, Depochian reached out through her attorney, to Dr. Berger, who didn't deny that she consented only to insemination with a donor's sperm who didn't know her and whom she didn't know, according to the complaint. CNN affiliate WCVB obtained a statement from Berger's legal team denying the allegations. Dr. Merle Berger was a pioneer of the medical fertility field who, in 50 years of practice, helped thousands of families fulfill their dreams of having a child. According to the statement, he is widely known for his sensitivity to the emotional anguish of the women who came to him for help conceiving. Yes, and also known for his sensitivity in his dickhead. The allegations concern events from over 40 years ago, in the early days of artificial insemination. At the time before sperm banks and IVF, it was dramatically different from modern-day fertility treatment. Yeah, now they fuck you right on the table. At least that's what Pornhub shows me. The statement said the allegations, which have changed repeatedly in the 6 months since the plaintiff's attorney first contacted Dr. Berger, have no legal or factual merit and will be disproven in court. CNN has reached out to Dr. Berger for comment, but has yet to hear back. Boston IVF told CNN in a statement the incident happened before they existed. We recently learned that Dr. Merle Berger was named in a lawsuit, the company said. The matter occurred more than 40 years ago, which was prior to Dr. Berger's enrollment at Boston IVF, and, in fact, before our company existed. We wish to highlight that the field of reproductive endocrinology and infertility is much different than it was decades ago, and the safety measures and safeguards currently in place would help make such allegations virtually impossible nowadays, and patients should be assured that our field continues to uphold the most rigorous ethical and medical standards. And big black cocks. What are you complaining about? Look, I get it. It is fucked up. If he did that, it is fucked up. But what are you going to do? Like, no offense. What are you... I hate to be a statute of limitations guy, but what are you going to do? You're not going to unalive your daughter. You're very, very happy with your daughter. I imagine you'd like her to continue to be part of your life. Who the donor was at this point is irrelevant. And I feel like anyone that does that, that brings that out, if you're not willing to admit it's irrelevant, then you're a piece of shit. Because, again, it's irrelevant. I grew up around the time an abortion was hold still, sucker punch to the gut. Yeah, things were way different back then. It doesn't make any of what happened okay. It doesn't make it okay. If this guy really did fire off a couple knuckle children into the tube before he shot them in, then all right, fine. But I will say this, you were able to get pregnant. So on one end of it, like, I agree, it's a violation of trust, but also you paid the guy to give you a baby, and what did you get? What did you get? I believe you got a baby. I believe they got a baby. All right, so we've got a clip of Small Egg Picker clipping Berger. Let's check that out. His mushroom love is a pure sensitivity. Oh, thank you. Thorn with a clip too, or I don't know what that is. We'll check that in a minute. Let's check this one out from Small Egg Picker. Let's grab this. Where's my cursor? There it is. Small Egg Picker dropping this one up on the screen. Let's go. Boop, boop, boopity, boop. Bang. Boom. Oh, shit. I did my... Oh, shit. I did my... I think we're missing it. Oh, shit. I did my... Yeah, I think we're missing it. Oh, shit. Oh, you look like you're going to eat it. Oh, okay. I did my... Oh, shit. Oh, I did kind of lean in. All right. I did my... Oh, shit. I'm going to stop playing this. That's what we're going to do.
I did my...
It's getting annoying now. All right, there we go. Thank you for that, small egg picker. We also have another clip here from Thorne. Let's click on that and see what that is.
And more breaking news here.
Oh, we have a cause of death.
And more breaking news here.
For Matthew Perry. All right. This is breaking news. Hot damn breaking news. It's breaking news. Where is... no. You just broke my fucking news. All right, let's get to this breaking news.
And more breaking news here live at 5. The autopsy report on Friends star Matthew Perry just released in the last 20 minutes. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner says he died from the acute effects of an anesthetic, ketamine.
The acute effects of an anesthetic, ketamine. You know what the acute effects of an anesthetic, ketamine are? He got high and he fell asleep and drowned in a hot tub. The acute effects of anesthetic ketamine. They can't say he relapsed. They can't admit any of that, but he did. He did. He went backwards. He had a little bit of special K, and it was the end of his day.
The report also says Perry drowned in his jacuzzi, but that was a secondary factor. The death of the...
A secondary factor. Yeah, he was already high out of his gourd, and he was on his way out, and if he hadn't drowned, he still would have died. Cool.
54-year-old star was ruled an accident.
An accident. Because, you know, he slipped, tripped, and landed on a ketamine high. Oh, he looked bad at the end, too. Just bad. Whew. But there we go. The cause of death released for Matthew Perry. Are any of us surprised? I don't think so. I feel like that's kind of status quo for that overall. Like, we kind of saw that coming. A sticker party, says Mr. Q, a threesome to remember. Jesus. He went into the K-hole. Yeah, he did. And that sucks. That sucks. But, again, it's one of these ones where it's bittersweet, like, kind of thing where you don't like seeing this happen. But when you see someone who's like, hey, I've relapsed. Hey, I've been through all this horrible shit. And it's like, yeah, but then you've gotten through it. And now we're all supposed to crowd around you and call you a survivor. And then you relapse. It's weird. And then I have another question. How long's he been relapsing for? Was this his first time stepping back over the line? I have a feeling that he was not regularly prescribed ketamine. Could I be any more of a drug addict? Says Small Egg Picker. I don't know. I feel like don't sell yourself short. There's always room for improvement. All right. Did it when I was younger. Didn't like the buzz. Never done ketamine. I don't like a lot of drugs, as I've discovered. I don't like most drugs. I enjoy marijuana. I get benefits from it that I enjoy. I like caffeine, but in limitation. And then I enjoy alcohol, which, yes, I consider alcohol a drug. And I enjoy alcohol. But other than that, a lot of drugs, I really don't enjoy being, like, high with a lot of drugs. LSD and, like, acid and stuff like that. That's very situational. Just oof. And then when I was put on fentanyl in the hospital to take a port out of my chest, I don't know if it's because they were ripping plumbing out of my chest or what, but fentanyl is some scary, scary shit. Like, you just feel like your body is wrapped in a blanket and you're turning off. Like, things are just stopping and you have no control over it. But the whole time, a warm, fuzzy feeling. Just woo. Ugh. Let me tell you this. If the American government ever needs to find a way to implement capital punishment, I feel like fentanyl is a pretty good way to go. Like, I mean, overall, I feel like we can do fentanyl pretty easy. They're like, oh, how do we find new drugs to kill people with? Well, you could just jack them up on fent. What the heck? Oh, my God, I just got a beepity boop from somebody coming online. I didn't need that coming into the show. It's going to throw everything off. We got 10 minutes left. God damn it. I don't need it now. Alrighty, so we've got a couple other stories to get to besides just the ladies. All right, I really don't need that to be going off. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to turn off you for a minute while we finish the show because I don't need that exit. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Can I do the show now? We got 10 minutes left to make it happen. All righty, so let's get to this. We got a couple different stories that we're going to go to. Burger Twitch. What the hell is Burger? Oh, Burger Twitch. That's what that was. All right, so that's the name of the show, so that's not a new one. We have the elderly man fatally stabbing the wife after a fight over pancakes. We're going to read this story and go into the other one that we have, and then we're going to call it a day. So let's do that again for the last 10 minutes of the show. Thank you so much for being here. Let's check up on this. Elderly man fatally stabbing his wife over pancakes. An elderly Washington, D.C. man arrested Thursday and charged with killing his wife after an argument over pancakes, federal prosecutors said. Stephen Schwartz, 85, is accused of fatally stabbing his wife, Sharon Schwartz, 81, at their home Sunday, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of Columbia said. Stephen Schwartz did not want to eat the pancakes she made and stabbed her in the back. So she made you the pancakes. She made you the pancakes. You didn't want to eat them. You were so much of an asshole, you had to stab her over it. You couldn't just let it go. The pancakes, by the way, that she made. She made the pancakes. Fucking don't eat the pancakes.
Cheer 100. I bet the bitch burnt the pancakes.
Well, now we'll never know. We don't have any pictures of the pancakes. I don't even have any pictures of the victims or the assailant. I can't tell you anything about these people other than the fact that one old lady made one old dude some pancakes, and instead of no thank you, he responded with a stabbing. It seems weird. I don't know. Has decency died to that level? Am I just a dude from another time? I'm kind of like, if you serve me pancakes, and I'm not a big breakfast food guy, but if you serve me pancakes and you made them, I'll shut the fuck up and eat the goddamn pancakes. It's flour, it's milk, it's eggs, it's fucking breakfast. Eat the goddamn pancakes. But at any rate, if I don't or absolutely can't eat your goddamn pancakes, and I love calling them goddamn pancakes, I would no thank you. The stabbing over the pancakes seems like a bridge too far. But then again, he's 85, she's 81. 5 goddamn decades I've been telling this bitch I don't want any fucking pancakes. I swear to God, she serves me one more fucking pancake, I'm gonna fucking end that bitch. And she did. She served him a pancake. She fucked around and she found out. Well, actually, she flipped around and she found out. You know, the pancakes. Johnny, why are you using potatoes instead of wheat flour? Potatoes? I would never use potatoes. I'd use flour. Potato pancakes are a Polish thing and they're gross. My dad tried to get me to like them when I was a kid, and I've considered it an enemy combatant ever since. The best movers to serve her pancakes and make her breakfast, and then her served her sunny side up. So yes, why aren't you using potatoes instead of wheat flour? Because potato pancakes are gross. I hate potato pancakes. I do not like potato pancakes. He prefers waffles. The man wants an omelet, all right? You know? He's 85 and he has a protein digestion difficulty, but he still wants what he wants, you know? You gotta understand. Alrighty. So again, Stephen Schwartz not wanting to eat the pancakes she made and stabbed her in the back. The police responded to a report of a stabbing at 3:40 p.m. and found Sharon Schwartz with injuries and Stephen Schwartz with self-inflicted injuries, according to the Metropolitan Police Department. Both were taken to the hospital where Sharon Schwartz died. According to a police affidavit filed in the district criminal case, Stephen Schwartz said that he has an aversion to food. His wife was trying to make him eat, and there was an argument. He said that in the presence of police that he has a condition of eating diversion and depression. He also said that his wife did not deserve to die and that he wished he had died, according to the police affidavit. In a later interview, he told investigators that he and his wife were married for 40 years, that he loved her, and he had prayed the killing was a delusion. According to another police document filed in the court, he said he had been recovering from a stroke at the time. According to the document, Stephen Schwartz is charged with second-degree murder while armed. The U.S. Attorney's Office said a Superior Court judge ordered Schwartz held without bail Thursday. It said a preliminary hearing is scheduled for January 2nd. I don't think that guy is really going to fight it. I think he's, he more regrets it. Like, I could have gotten one last rub and tug, you know? Like, that's what's going to happen to April when Aaron gets older if she keeps the queso away from him. Mark my words, she better get herself some life insurance, by which I mean a readily available supply of cheese that she can throw at Aaron for her safety. Only protection she can have. Only one. All right, we've got about 6 minutes left in the program. We've got one more story I want to catch up on. Then we'll kind of wrap it all up and tie it up nice with a bow, you know, and let it go. Again, before we get into the last story, a quick update on a couple of things. I believe we're going to be ending and not ending on the 20th for our last show next week on the 20th. And then from the 21st to the 26th, kind of call it a vacation, is what we're thinking. We're not sure about that. Feel free to say stuff in the chat or the comments. We'll be sure to keep updated on all of that. I'll be back on the Steel Toe Show on Monday, as usual. And I will be back doing my show this Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, Rumble exclusive. So there's all that stuff. All the stuff. We're up on Sunday. We're probably not going to be live the 21st through the 25th. And Bob's your uncle. No, wait. It's got to be your bolt. All right. So let's get on to this. This next story. Thank you. Thank you, Rusty Grammar. This next story, I'm a little worried about this because I've covered stories like this before where we've seen people who've come over the border and just started like hunting animals for food and whatnot. So I'm a little worried that this is going to go that way, but I don't know that. We have no idea who the usual suspects involved in this are, but we're going to find out. And we're going to get into it right now. A federal indictment charging men with killing 3,600 birds and selling them on the black market. How are you killing that many birds? From what I've heard, according to most people, all the birds are drones. Thank you for the 250 channel points. It doesn't affect the show at all, but we enjoy that interaction. Thank you for being part of it. Do you remember the story of a couple in South Haven? The guy shot his wife over a cigarette. They were in their 80s. Well, I mean, technically. Why is he still a sticker? Halloween was a while ago. But technically, you sign a contract, death do you part, and then when you're in your 80s, you're like, I really thought you would have tapped out by now, and I could have gotten a little strange. I'm not happy that you're still hanging in there, and I, just have one axe wound for my dick. I mean, maybe that's what happens. Maybe that's what happens. Wouldn't surprise me. I don't know. I'm single, so I don't got to worry about that. I sleep alone every night. All right, let's go.
The Shinkooni tribes are speaking out after 2 men are indicted on federal charges for illegally killing and trafficking 3,600 birds, including bald and gold eagles on the Flathead Reservation. Tribal Council Chairman Tom McDonald saying, quote, such a massive toll on the Flathead Reservation's raptor population is hard to quantify.
So wait a minute. These are Native Americans? Look, I'm not saying excuse me. Never mind, not Uncle Butch. He doesn't poach eagles. Yeah, I'm not saying we need to overlook this, but let's get over to you. Ma'am, you do realize out of all of the people that could have done this, the one group you're talking about is the one that has earned the most right to say, fuck these people.
And trafficking 3,600 birds, including bald and gold eagles on the Flathead Reservation. Tribal Council Chairman Tom McDonald saying, quote, such a massive toll on the Flathead Reservation's raptor population is hard to quantify. We first told you about these charges against Simon Paul of St. Ignatius and Travis John Branson of Washington State. The men face 13 counts of unlawful trafficking of bald and golden eagles and one.
I love that we have Scruffy's America Eagle floating through the screen while this is going on. That was Scruffy's, right? No, that's Deer Butch. I'm sorry. That's Deer Butch's America. Deer Butch's stickers. Tom McDonald, he's already infiltrating into American culture. No, it's not Tom McDonald. It's not Tom. Don't put this on Tom McDonald, all right? He's just he's appropriating American culture. He's not doing anything to the birds, all right? He's just trying to sucker as much money as he can out of specific people who have beliefs that don't ask a lot of questions. That's all he's doing. That's all he's doing. He's just trying to just kind of drop his carpetbag shop out and grab as much cash as he can and then run. So, God bless. It's the American way. Capitalism, woo!
Count each of conspiracy violating wildlife trafficking laws between 2015 and 2021. Charging documents say Branson would arrive on the reservation where Paul would meet and help kill, transport, and ship eagles for the black market sales. McDonald said it's good to finally see federal charges. The CSKT will continue to monitor this case, and we remain ready to provide support to the federal agents and prosecutors where needed. To read the full statement from CSKT, go to our homepage, NBC.
No, I don't really care. We've got all that we need. I'm just glad that once again it wasn't like, hey, we found a bunch of illegal immigrants that grabbed a bunch of guns and started shooting bald eagles. Hooray. Now it's just people doing it specifically for money. Awesome. Oh, damn, thought you were leaving, says Sandy Squatch. We're leaving right about now. It's 5:30. We've racked up a show. We've had a lot of great support today. Thank you all for being part of the show, supporting it with the money, the bits, the sound drops, just being part of it with the channel points, whatever you did. Thank you. We'll be back this Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time to go from 2 to 3:30 p.m. in our usual Sunday Smoke show, only on Rumble. No rules, just Rumble. We're going to head out, have ourselves a good weekend, maybe hang out with our kid for a bit. You guys be sure to have yourselves a good weekend. Stay safe, stay happy, enjoy your holidays. We'll be back for a short week next week. Until then, hasta luego.
Game over.
What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking! How did you do fucking butts? Fuck! Game over, man. Game over. Why didn't somebody tell me my ass was so big?